improvise shit. My bad.
No, you're good. You chilling.
Hello, everybody. What is up? Welcome to the Pixelcast. We got everybody on deck today. I know the names are wrong. I'm going to be fixing them in just a second. Welcome to the Pixelcast, your home for all things No Pixel. I'm your host, Aaron RP. With me this week, we have the usual, the full roster. We got JH. We got No Illusions. We got Zytoro. Wait, how's the actual way you pronounce it? Zytoro.
Yeah, no,
you're right.
Yeah.
Zytoro and Cloudy DL. Our special guest this week is Wiked himself. Welcome aboard, Wiked. We're gonna start with the weekly check-ins.
Yeah, come on.
And we'll start with you, Wiked. How was your week? Out of character, in character. I'm fixing the names as you guys
yeah.
My shit's
All
reversed.
right. Well, my week's been pretty fucking decent. I'm just getting into the whole routine of getting back into schedule. I said when I came back from London, I said I wanted to start a new stream schedule that ran from 2 p.m. on my time to like 3 a.m. onwards. So I really wanted to capitalize on that, and so I've been trying to do that, but sleep schedule has been a little bit mad this week, so I don't think I've been doing too much of a good job. But there's some huge things coming to me this week. In 2 days, I'm going to be finalizing my lease on a new apartment. So I'm going to be moving from this room into a new apartment. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really, really good. So that's how my week's been so far.
Nice,
Awesome.
congratulations.
Good news, man. Yeah,
Hell
congrats.
yeah.
Come on.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah.
next.
Man.
I am also moving. Next Friday, I'm moving from far South Houston to the Dallas-ish area. It's gonna be a big move.
Boo.
I got
I
movers.
swear
and
you
all
just
types of
you
shit.
just moved.
I literally just moved. Yeah, I've only been here maybe a month, and I'm
I
already
fucking
moving.
hate
But,
Dallas, dude.
I'm gonna be getting my own place again, and blah blah blah. So it'll be nice to, have privacy in a room and all that type of shit. So I'm excited about that. My week has been pretty great. I've had a very, very good week. Out of the city, it's been very busy with a lot of work. But the bright side of being busy is working. I make a lot of money, so that was nice.
True.
Been playing.
That was good news.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, I made a lot of money this last week.
Nice,
so
weird
it's not
flex,
bad.
man. Weird flex.
Just made a lot of money, Yeah.
Made a lot. I'm rich as fuck, but yeah.
I am not rich by any means. Hey, Turkish Delight, thank you for that, by the way, man. Thank you.
Oh yeah, man.
Megan K,
Oh,
what's
shit.
up, everybody?
Oh, I got a sub. Hell yeah.
Where was I at? Oh yeah, my RP this week has primarily been around my new character, Squirrel. He's been a lot of fun. Sister fucking meth head, hillbilly craziness.
It's true.
Oh my god, man.
If you guys don't know,
That's a crackhead, man.
yep, that's
This guy's awesome. Damn, just throwing it out there. All right.
He literally,
All
bro,
right.
Yeah.
he openly admits that shit, bro. We met him. Bobby and I met him on my new character, Cameron, and on Bobby Beats. And we were talking to him, and something came up, and he's like, "Yeah, well, I fucked my sister."
Bro, that was him. I didn't
That
catch
was
that.
him, the courthouse, the
I didn't
fucking
even catch that.
FBI agent.
I need a
yeah,
fucking
no.
walk,
So
bro.
his
I'm gonna go
backstory
crazy.
is that he was living with his sister in Oklahoma, and they were on like a 6-month-long meth binge, and he got his sister pregnant. So
Yo,
his
shout out to
sister's-
Oklahoma.
So his sister's
I'm gonna need a monster for
husband,
this, bro.
his sister's husband kicked him out of their trailer because he got his sister pregnant. So that's his backstory for being in.
I should have bought some drinks, bro.
Jay's fucking crying, dude.
I need a timeout, bro. I was not ready for that, bro. Yeah, method sister fucking like.
Nice, man. This guy just
I
threw
wasn't
it all
ready for
out
that.
there, man.
I wasn't
ready for
I
that.
didn't know. All right,
All right.
respect, man.
Right,
But yeah,
nice.
so
I guess.
I've been doing that. That's been great for me in and out of the city this last week. So next we'll throw it over to Jay. How you been, man? How's your week?
You're gonna need a minute, bro.
Yeah, my week's been all right, man. Just a regular, daily streams. Stay grinding. I've been working on some music. Just dropped a track with Wiked.
That's
Very
for
good
Pete.
song, by
I
the
heard
way.
that.
Very
I heard
good
Oh,
that.
is it
song, by the
out?
way.
Yeah, it's
10
out.
of
It's
10.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite song by you.
One of my
I've been jamming it.
Other than that, nothing new. To be honest, like I've been doing the same shit for the past months now. Just I wake up, stream. When I go off stream, I work on music, go to bed, and I repeat that every day. It's just
How's the RP been for you?
the RP's been it's been very on and off.
Yeah.
Some of the people I used to RP with a lot are back now from a break, so we're
yeah.
back to doing our stupid shit like we used to.
Nice, man.
We
That's what I want,
did
man.
our first fleek yesterday, or tried to.
Hell yeah.
We got into the bank, but then everything fucked up and scuffed. So, but
I love it.
let's just call it a bank, okay? We did it. We did it. We drove away. We got away. You know. It's just,
Come on.
but yeah, so it feels good to that things are coming back on the server as well for
Yeah,
for
man.
a lot of people.
I agree with that, man. I've seen a lot of people that have taken a break coming back, and it's nice to see.
Yep.
Really good to see.
All right. Noelle, what's up? How's your week been?
Week's been good, man. Honestly, RP, I've been fucking bored out of my mind for like the last 4 months, to be honest, in RP. But I've been trying to make it juicy. I can't seem to get out of my RP rut, but I'm trying. But the good news is I don't have beat block anymore, and I've been knocking out beats the last 3 days like crazy.
Yeah.
Come
well,
on.
you made some
Hell
good
yeah.
ones.
Okay.
Really
4
good
months.
shit.
Come on.
After 4 months of not making any music and not being inspired, I'm just dropping them again, and it feels so good, dude. So it's a good week. You know, RP ain't doing it for me yet, but the beats are coming, so I'm good with that. I'm happy with that.
It's music season.
Yeah.
When the
Hell
server's
yeah, man.
slow, it's time to drop some tracks. Zytoro, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. It's been kind of hard, but good. I'm back to streaming, which is nice. It feels good to be live again with a little bit of the relaunch.
Yeah.
I'm also working on music, trying to work on the finish up the Oswald album, the postmortem. Coincidentally, I think Wiked and Jay and I have a song that we're going to be working on soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm excited as fuck
I'm
for it.
excited to hear that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just working on some music, trying to get back into things after, Oswald being gone for a while. It's been kind of hard to find inspiration. Especially re-meeting all the people that, I consider close friends or family, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's weird. It's very weird, but big shout out to everyone in this call, for RPing with me and getting me back into it on my new character. I just got hired at Burger Shot again, so
Hell yeah.
hopefully the
Oh,
RP
come
will
on.
Big things,
start
man.
picking up,
So now you're
Yeah,
gonna
big
be
things, man.
filthy rich. Okay, perfect. No,
Filthy rich with no loans
I
this
don't know
time.
about that.
No
thing
loans,
is
man,
that,
please.
the thing about new characters that I found is that people will recognize you obviously, and they're
You
it
always
feels,
gravitate to the same people.
well, it
Yeah,
feels like
it's
people
true.
are more willing to
true.
give you a
Yep.
chance once they realize who you are, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's say I used some drastic voice changer and absolutely no one who knew who I was, and I wasn't streaming, and
Yeah.
I was literally just a nobody. I feel like people would give you a lot less. They would give you less.
I would
They
agree
just
with that.
wouldn't interact with you
yeah,
as much and stuff.
100%.
And it's natural because obviously if you're friends with people, you're gonna want to hang out and interact with your
Yeah.
buddies, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But and that was something with the new character I was really worried about. Is oh man, I'm starting all the way back over. I don't know anybody, blah blah blah. But in reality, the people that you knew are pretty willing to kind of.
I swear to God, man, if you say reality again on this podcast, dude,
Snap back.
The reality is,
Oh,
man.
it goes gravity.
Reality
People are pretty willing to open up to you and kind of get the ball rolling a lot easier than if you're someone
Yeah.
you're unfamiliar with. So
No, it's
actually,
been
new
good, man.
characters are not that scary.
I played a day and a half, where I just kind of walked around and I literally was surrounded by the people that I knew on Oswald, and I literally couldn't talk to them. I was so
weird feeling.
petrified about it, But as things have been getting better, people have been, easing me into it. So it's been nice. I'm glad to be back, and I think I can officially say that I'm happy to be role playing again.
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, Cloudy, what about you,
Yeah,
brother?
Cloudy, how was your week?
Oh man, it's been good. It's been
All right,
really
that's enough.
good,
Going
man.
back to the special
Yeah,
guest.
yep.
I have tiny hands, bro. No one gives a fuck.
Such a bitch, man. Oh,
No, go ahead. My
man.
bad.
Man, I talked to the homie. Banana Duck hit me up with his Connect, his little designer. Talked to him. I got everything done in literally like 2 days. So now Scotty's actually gonna have.
You're still belittling with his little designer.
No. I didn't mean little like
Christ,
connect.
dude.
No, okay, shut up, man. You know what I meant, man. But yeah, so he hooked me up with his big designer, big name, man, big man.
Big things, big things.
Yeah. And now I'm just waiting for the homie Toby. Shout out to Toby because he approved it
Shout
for
out
me.
to Toby.
Nice,
Appreciate
shout out to
that.
Toby. Yep. He's the man.
Shout out to Banana Duck too, and shout out to the designer, of course. His name is Zytronics. Shout out to him. Really good guy. And it's been good, man. I've like I said, I got some new clothes coming for Scotty. Just got hired back. Well, not back. First time got hired at Burger Shot after trying for months.
Hiring.
That's
Everyone's getting jobs at the Burger Show now.
yeah, man. Burgers working.
That's how you know
with
you've
an
made
R8,
it.
man.
That's kind of how
Hell
you know you've made it. You know, it's like, oh, when people.
Yeah,
know
that
you
was
enough
like
to
when
give
I
you a
got
job at
hired by
Burger Shop,
Shelly. It
that's-
was liberating.
It was
I
good,
can't believe
man.
y'all were
And,
cracking on me in the Burger Shot Discord. I get in there and they're like, third time, round
Third
three,
time.
baby.
I mean, it's true, man.
Who's he
Round
gonna
Hey,
three,
do?
man,
Like
I never got suspended or
3.
anything. I just kind of died.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do to get fired this time?
You know
Stay
what's really
tuned.
I don't
funny
know.
though? It's what's so funny to me is Oswald has a deceased role in Burger Shop, but Wu Chang fired me.
Yeah. That's rip, man. Rip. Nice Wu
You actually have
Chang.
a role for that. That's
Shout out Wu Chang. Shout out Wu Chang.
Was that? What does that say about that place
uh,
where people dying on the payroll happens often enough where they have a whole role for it? Like, goddamn.
That is true. I don't know if you should look at that as a positive.
That's it for the weekly
that's the
check-ins.
introductions.
Man.
Before we move on to the
Yup.
next segment, I just want to talk with Wiked a little bit. You know, tell us a
Hell
little
yeah.
bit about yourself. How long have you been on the server? Tell us a little bit about your character. Like, what kind of has been your character progression since you joined, and you know where you started and where you're at now.
Yeah, man. I've been playing on the server for coming up to a year now. I'm pretty sure it was like.
Did you start with 3.0 or a little bit before?
No. I started in 2.0. I
You
started
were
at
Truth,
the-
right?
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh
I
yeah,
played
that's right.
Truth.
I remember I RP'd with you
Yeah.
quite a bit on D-Money. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah. I played Truth on 2.0 and the start of 3.0. During that time, I was like building up my character a little bit, like still kind of getting comfortable with the server and like the fact that No Pixel is like that much bigger of a platform than a lot of the RP servers that I've been on before. There was a big change having all of these like huge influencers and like Twitch streamers around me at all times, and it was definitely took some adaptation in terms of the person I am personally, like out of character and in character. Yeah, because I definitely had to switch up the way that I am a little bit because I'm usually like a lot more chill. But like obviously with roleplay, I had to really get into it. So my character started off as like just a kid from the UK who was actually running away from a lot of beef and conflict that he has back home. My character plays the brother of Truth, which is the character that I was talking about. I ended up permaing him.
I remember when you did that, dude.
Can't
You
relate.
did that? Like I
Down
remember
on the
being so
mountain.
sad. I was like, wait, what? Like he's not coming back.
Yeah.
And tell us about that too. Like why did you perma him?
So, like, I was doing role for perma on Truth. I a lot of the time I fucking like I really wanted to make sure that I got the immersion and I got like the consequence of death involved. Because on my old server, I was known for permaing off a lot of my characters due to roles. It wasn't something that was meant to happen. So what happened was I was hunting by myself one time on my grinder shit, as I am, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, everyone was doing a little bit of hunting on the side when it came to the night time, you know what I'm saying? So I was just doing a little bit of hunting and yeah, I got pulled up on by the wrong people and they not only robbed me, but they forced my character to get in the car. It was either he gets shot or he gets in the car and he drives down a mountain. and I drove down that mountain, and my car did like so many backflips, and it dropped. There was a point where it dropped like a whole like 30 feet onto the ground. But somehow, with no seatbelt, I didn't fly out of the seat. So I still rolled for PAMA, even though that like I didn't technically go down, just to keep the factor there that like it was a serious crash. And it rolled a 1, and I rolled with it. I went
I
with it.
respect that, man. Not a lot of people would do that. I mean, even
for real.
You didn't even go down and you perma. That's some dedication.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, so I got so much hate when I perma though. Like all of the people that were like following me from, because back then there was no Mandem, you know what I'm saying? There was no there's no like, what it is today. It was just little Wiked, who was an up and coming rapper who just permed off his character at like the biggest moment in his career, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, but I had to do it. I did it, like, and once I did it, I stuck with it, and yeah, it was very, very rough on me, to go through that transitional period from Truth to Dwayne. I can't lie, but hey, we're here now.
In retrospect, do you regret it? Would you change anything if you could go back?
It's a good question. I feel like when I permed off Truth and I made Dwayne, I feel like a lot of the people that were like having their eyes on me at the time, none of them really understood why I did it. So with that happening, when Dwayne came around, it led to a lot of the reputation of like, you just created the same character type shit.
I remember the Reddit threads. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so it was rough to go through, as I said, the transitional period, especially considering
everyone called you false, right? When you first came back around.
Yeah, with the false and shit like that.
Well,
that shit took
shit. I mean, you were doing what you loved and you didn't expect a perma. I mean, just because like you went with the RP. I mean, if you were enjoying the role play that you were doing on Truth and you wanted to continue it with a different character, I think you took the best route possible. I mean at the end of the day, this is a video game and we do this for fun. You know what I mean? Like,
to be honest, man, like that, the way that you did it to me makes the most sense. Like, he has a brother, comes into the city Wiked, and he basically takes up the mantle of his brother. I mean, that's something in real life that I feel like would happen anyway.
A lot of brothers do music together.
And let's be honest, man. Sometimes you do shit with your character that you wish you could take back, because then there's this reputation for your character that ruins RP forever for your character. And you're just like, God damn, man.
Man.
Like
100%. Yeah. But I remember 2.0.
But going back to that question of whether I regret it, I wouldn't say, although I mentioned all of these like issues and like all of these like obstacles that I've had to overcome, I don't think I'd regret at all, because one thing that was correct and one thing that I learned about playing Truth is that a lot of people like related to the music, and they called the musician Truth, and my artist name was Wiked still at the time, and it allowed for me to be to transcend being Truth and now becoming like Wiked, because the name Truth stuck out to a lot of people, and I had a lot of characteristics in that character that like would become very detrimental to me down the line. So because of that, I don't regret it at all, because like Truth had a character trait where I couldn't lie. Like Truth legitimately could not lie. So every time that I had to lie about something, I'd have to find a way to make it the truth still. So
how long have you been role playing? Like before No Pixel, how long have you been role playing?
I'd say it's coming up to 4 years now.
Okay.
I just did 1 year.
I like that you added a character trait to where he can't lie. I like that.
When or why? Which one did you ask? I didn't hear that.
I think he was just saying that he liked the character trait.
Oh, you liked it.
I like that you gave him that character trait, like that he had to tell the truth and stuff. What kind of character traits would you say your new character has that's like unique to him? Do you think?
You know what? There's a thing that like I had on Truth that I don't have on Dwayne, and then there's things that I have on Dwayne that I don't have on Truth.
Yeah.
So obviously, like the characteristic of telling the truth, that is long gone. And I feel like the differences between my character Truth and my character like Dwayne is a lot. Like if you go back and watch it, like I feel like you'd see it. But like so with Truth, I tried to play him calmly. He was like the cool, collected brother who would always try to do the morally correct thing. Whereas
right.
Truth is a demon. He's the older brother that had to like fiend in the streets and like he had to like really get his head down and turn into like someone really
Wiked?
evil.
You mean Wiked? You mean Dwayne?
Yeah, Dwayne.
Dwayne? Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So the thing that sets him apart is his loyalty, man. That like Dwayne's problem and his main asset and his biggest issue is that he is loyal to the end. So he won't ever take that. Like he's put that Mandem chain on, and he won't ever take that off until he dies. Until I perma that character, he's not moving anywhere else. You know.
Oh shit! He said until he permas that character. You heard this?
I like that.
You heard that, chat? He said perma's on the table.
So what? So if you were all right, so if you were to perma, because obviously it'd be another big perma. What would be your moves after if you were to say perma Dwayne to say tomorrow? What would be your moves? Would you have any thoughts, or would you just roll with the punches?
At the moment, I'm kind of just. I
don't know if you can prepare for it, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think I'd prepare. I don't think Dwayne's perma would be premeditated. It would be something that would happen in the moment.
That's probably the best way to do it. You know, like everything just fits.
Yeah,
you know.
But what I will say is that like I have to really think about what I'd be doing next before I do that.
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if I don't really know what I'd do next, because I've been asked multiple times if I'd make a cop character, and although my cop character is what got me like a really highly exalted like reputation in my old server for being someone who was like highly misconcepted as the person, because like before in my old server I just had Dwayne, and everyone thought that I was just like this dickhead hothead. And then I made the cop character that was like the complete opposite, and he was like extremely calm and collected, and like he wouldn't ever like pipe up or anything. He'd just be like really calm and collected and very chill. It's when everyone started seeing me in a different light. So like I can see how it would benefit me to make a cop character after that, but
yeah,
I personally don't think I would.
I think that's the route I would go. I'm gonna be honest, man.
I want to make a cop character, but I just want to be a park ranger that's overly obsessed with trees.
You know, I was just about to say, like, I want to make, because I've been working on a cop character for a while now, and I've been writing up because I want it to be a real, like, a shit post, you know, a walking shit post. And basically, it's Lil Cap's brother. It's Roger Soderbergh. He's bald. He looks like one ball from the nutsack. It's just like a walking ball, a walking testicle.
Like Hutch.
Yeah, like Hutch, or like it's gonna be like a mix between Anto and what's his name? Fucking Tommy, the
Tommy Cruiser.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that guy, man. He absolutely hates Scotty, man. I always every time I walk up to him, I just say something stupid like blinker fluid or something that makes no sense with cars. He's like, he just drives off every time. He's just like, this fucking guy, man. He's always like, this is the guy that wanted a job at the tuner shop, by the way. Like when he's with his boys. I asked him for a job at the tuner shop one day at the casino, and I was just telling him all this random shit that made no sense. And he was I could tell he was like loving it, but his character obviously is not going to hire somebody that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with cars, right? So it's like,
yeah.
It was great, man. It was great. I love Tommy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny.
He's fucking funny. Yeah, really funny.
All right. So
the thing about it, I've actually thought about like going back to what you were saying about what I do. The application for NoPixel that I made, it had a character that I had created specifically for the application. It was this character that was a Dominican priest. So basically, these Dominican monk actually, and these monks, they travel the world learning different cultures and different spiritual religious beliefs, and then they go to one place and then they spread it and they talk about it. So like I feel like when I made it, like a lot of the traits and a lot of the things that I thought out for that character would be fucking sick. But the only issue is that it would require people taking me seriously, and it would require a lot of serious RP. Because if it's not done seriously, it would end up turning into like too much of a joke, to the point where I wouldn't know how to do the character. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I could see something like that kind of being a struggle. Like getting people to take it seriously can be hard sometimes.
NoPixel can be very SBS, man. That's there's a lot of, especially if you go to Alta, man. Just go to Alta, bro. Just
That's what
I'm moving out of that place,
bro.
I'm moving out of that place.
I went to Burger Shot. Now I'm living the life. I can even load into the apartment without like bugging out, because there's like 50 people just chilling at Alta, just loitering, man. It's
fucking loiterers, man.
It's atrocious, man. It's atrocious.
If you don't have that apartment upgrade, you got to get it.
You gotta get it, man. Gotta get it.
All right, well, nice flex.
Standard.
Nice flex, man. I'll get it when I get
it.
Man.
Soon come. When Dwayne stops trying to get the 9s all the time.
Bro, I almost caught the 9s today. It was so traumatic. Oh my god, bro. We were about to start mag dumping. Yeah, but he got it for some weird reason. But he was like RP and drunk, and he got 5150.
Who?
Wobbles. Sly Lion.
Wait, he got 5150? Isn't that impossible?
Yeah, he got 5150 because he killed like a mountain lion when he was RPing drunk, and he got 5150 because of it.
No, you know who's gonna get 5150? Fucking Squirrel is gonna get 5150.
Yeah, but like not by the cops, but by like society.
Honestly, yeah.
I could see it. I could see it.
By society. Him and his fucking sister, bro. Jesus Christ.
Damn city folk are trying to take me away from my sister.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, man.
Well, it's the damn liberals. It's the goddamn liberals out here telling me who I can and can't fuck. This is ridiculous. I refuse.
Okay, bro. All right, bud. Right. Right.
All right,
well, next up we're gonna be doing. So I figured I was looking. Next up is supposed to be in-character news, but I was looking at the in-character news stuff, and it was pretty much 1-for-1 with our clips channel. Like we were talking about the same thing in both. So I figured we would just fuck it. Let's just roll those together. Let's do clip reviews and then talk about the shit we're seeing in the clips as part of our in-character news discussion. So I'm going to be going right into clip review. So hold on, let me get this. You guys,
clip review.
Buy me time. Save funny things.
Funny
turn on your camera. They can see your baby hands.
What's green with the?
Oh, shut up! Little cat, this guy. Shut the fuck up, man. Fuck you, man.
What kind of car is green and has 4 wheels?
Hold on, Zai. I gotta add this. Wiked, you are on my discography, so you're also a fucking joke in that case, you dickhead. Shut up.
I said it's funny, man. I didn't say it was a joke. I said it's funny.
Wait to say fucking thing.
No, it's funny, man. It's a funny thing, you know.
It's a funny discography.
It's just funny, innit? It went up and down and up and down and up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like the Himalayas.
Oh shit,
man.
I feel like that's a hidden bar, dude. Like the Himalayas. You're just,
that's actually a hidden bar, man.
Well, why does it keep doing it? Your stream is still running. We've paused this preview. Why is it pausing the preview? Why is it doing that?
Do you have Spotify open?
It's on for me.
Whenever I click,
look at that.
Oh wait, I got it.
What is happening? We've paused this preview to save you resources. No, don't save me resources. I don't want.
We're saving you resources, man.
I don't want my resources saved.
They're just trying to save you resources.
Are you in streamer mode?
I'm saving them, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Wait, are you in streamer mode?
Yeah,
Are you
might
in
wanna turn that
streamer
off.
mode, dude?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay,
God,
okay.
get better internet, man.
Try play it, see if we can see it, because I can see it right now. I'm
Yeah,
seeing
can-
it.
you
You
can
can
yeah,
see
I'm
it, but the
seeing it.
stream can't see it whenever I click. Whatever.
Oh.
I don't know.
So-
I'm looking at your stream. They can't see it.
I'm looking
Right?
at-
Yeah,
Yeah,
the stream can see it right now.
They can see it.
Yeah, they can see it.
Wow. Oh, there! What is it?
Oh God, we're gonna die.
What is
I
it?
don't.
Look at it.
I hear it.
Feel like?
Can you guys not hear it?
I
can hear
cannot.
it. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I might be doing something wrong.
Oh, they
What
died!
the fuck?
Oh.
Oh,
Imagine to live
my
Holy
days. Holy shit.
It's the meteor hit the helicopter.
Yo,
Man just
Dude.
starfish told see that there, that's how I perma the
perma-
that's how you perma through.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abdul's
Like,
definitely done that.
it's
Keep looking ahead of you, Habibi.
It's
You wanna
crazy 'cause
rerun
they're
it
so
with
high
Truth?
up.
The
That's
real
it.
title,
What
yeah,
the
the real title
fuck?
should have been
What is it?
Truth
Look
Perma
at it.
3.0.
Feel like?
Oh, was this I remember this. This is when like the fucking yeah, this is when the
Dude.
fucking the road turned into ice and shit. Right?
Yeah. Dude, oh my god, man.
Damn, dude.
That's like a
He's
jump
right,
scare,
bro.
man. That's like a
Yeah,
literal,
for
a
real,
literal
bro.
jump scare in No Pixel, man.
Man
Oh,
just
by the way,
caught that
shout out
meteor.
to shout out to Phasma too, man. I'm playing that shit tomorrow. New update, man.
The
Man's
nightmare
like,
mode.
here, catch.
Nightmare? Yeah.
Nightmare mode, man.
Yeah,
Oh
what's
gosh. Yeah.
Okay,
Here we
let's-
go.
Oh man.
Oh, this.
What happened here?
not playing for me. Okay, there you go.
You know how the south
Yeah,
side
we
be.
can't hear.
Yeah, we get it, bro. We get it. Okay, end of the day, we can't park our cars on your block, and that's fine. But we could park your bodies inside the hospital.
What the fuck?
Boy, what's up, bro?
No way.
Rami is such a crackhead, man.
Yo, they got licked.
Bro, it's about respect.
Bro, Sichi really likes shooting ballas there.
Yeah.
Ball has been down bad. for a
Ball
little
has
bit.
been down bad, yeah.
Well, goddamn.
Yep. So this brings
Yeah,
us to
and
kind
that's,
of a
Motherfucker.
I mean,
This
we could
kinda-
talk about that one. That's still going.
Yo, what's up, guys?
shit.
It's Robbie back at
Oh,
Feel
no.
Like. Welcome to the Chain Gang
Oh,
Street Team. Feel like
no.
we're in the Street Team. Chain Gang ready
God
to
damn
back
it.
Wayne. We're smoking on that ball pack. Gotta hurry up before the cars blow up.
boys.
Yeah, hold them down for the boys. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And shout out to the Eastside
Is he playing
Ballers
music
for
too?
helping us smoke this pack.
Yeah, he is.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Bro, that's such
Shout out to
2.0
Zoe
vibes. Holy shit.
All right. And shout out to the fucking boys, the lads. Fuck the Eastside. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Robbie back at Again with Feel Like. Welcome to the Chain.
Yep. So fuck man, every time. It's so annoying.
What was this war over?
I
So
don't
yeah, that's
know.
what I wanted. So the first
What happened? Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, the first bullet point in RP news this week is the CG Balla War. I guess this is what their second one now, third one, something like that. They've had a couple of these. Yeah, they've had a
I
couple
think this
of
is
these.
the second one in like a
In
month.
like literally like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Bro, not even a month, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yep. So this one. So does anyone know the full story on this, or should I?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
go ahead.
know.
Nope.
Go ahead, break it
Okay,
down,
No
break it down.
bits and pieces.
Yeah. So from my understanding, the Wayne was doing something weed related as usual, and he parked a car on the Balla's street, somewhere along their street, and the Ballas rolled up on him and told him like not to park there or something, and Wayne as usual just fucking talks mad shit to him, like kind of like for no reason really, just talks a lot of shit to him like very aggressively, and he ends up getting shot by them, and then they blow up his car, and that's what kind of sparks off this whole thing. Oh, they robbed him for like 40K as well because he had just finished a big weed run.
Oh,
Yeah, they robbed. Yeah,
Well,
they.
that's the shooting point.
Thing
Yep.
is, too, you guys, what you guys didn't see in the clip though is the Ballas actually gave the money back in that meeting.
Yeah. So in the previous
no.
clip, they gave the
Yeah.
money back,
that's fucking down bad.
and then yeah, that's when
They still showed him up. That's mad.
Yeah.
Well, honestly,
yeah.
like yeah, I don't know, man. It's because it's that time. You know what I'm saying? It's that time. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, I have a quick pivot question about the Ballas really fast because I am not up to date. They overthrew Mando. Why?
That is true. That is
Wait, they
another
did
thing.
what? They did what?
They overthrew
So-
Mando.
I wasn't really keeping up with this super close, but from just regurgitating like some random Reddit thread that I had read, I guess the Ballas were upset that Mando wasn't very good with money. So they would all grind together for something. And then when it came time to get whatever that was, either they wouldn't get it or the money wouldn't be there for it or something like that. And people felt like they were grinding a lot of money into a pool, and in that pool wasn't getting spent in ways that everyone agreed with. That's basically my understanding.
Is he still around? Like, is Sammy around?
No, I think after
taking a break.
Damn.
Yeah, he's on that New World heavy right now. He's on that shit heavy. Right now. So yeah, I think the whole Ballas thing and them all overthrowing him and whatnot kind of killed his motivation. Also, you have to remember that like his whole stream was like completely Ballas themed. All of his emotes, all of his overlays, like literally his entire stream revolved around the Ballas. So getting kicked out of the Ballas
I never
like,
played 2.0. I only came in to know Pixel in May.
Really
but I mean,
your mic's like popping and shit a little bit.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not.
Damn, Mike, man. All the time, man. What's up, Zai? What's up, man?
It was really good.
You want to go, man? It was really fucking good.
Was really good.
What's
really good, man?
Was really good.
But yeah, so that's
where are our faces on the stream, bro? So that
we're
the
doing
chat can see
clip
our
review.
reactions.
We're doing clip reviews, man.
What about
really
our
good.
reaction to the clips, man?
Want to see your face anyway, Bobby. Jesus, man.
Bro, I want to see my face, bro.
You're great, man.
Here, they can have
Narcissistic.
Come on, bro.
No, I actually think like our reactions to a clip is like important.
Well, Discord can't. I can't show like we're just tiny on the side when I'm doing these. So
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
Nothing.
fine.
all right. So
nothing.
Better than nothing.
Next up is going to be
Another big one.
another big war happening.
Yeah.
This is the Lost.
motherfuckers.
My boys.
Was that lost right there?
Nope,
Yeah,
lost.
It's a little
collabing
blurry for me, so I can't
BSK.
really tone down.
This is them shooting BSK outside the vault.
What?
The person he's shooting right now
That's
is
my
OTT.
fucking boys right there.
They're running to your roof.
Bro, this war is everywhere.
Sirens.
Dip.
Yep. So.
Bro, this war is everywhere.
yeah.
Down bad, bro.
Yo, I just got to say though, man, a lot of people that don't know much about the Lost. Well, one, I was in the Lost. On Oswald, Reed is unironically one of the best shooters in the game, and because he's only really in Sandy, no one gets that. This motherfucker, when we got raided by the cops, took out like 9 cops with an AK.
I got OTT's POV, by the way. If you want to show that.
Shit,
As well.
let me see that.
It's okay.
Bro,
We'll just loop.
Reed
We'll just
is
loop
when did this
one.
happen? Wait,
fucking
when did this
nasty,
happen?
dude.
I
When the
think
fuck was this?
This was
Yes.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
This event
2 days
happened
ago?
2 days ago. Yeah.
Bro, I'm out of the loop.
Or did it
I'm
happen
so
yesterday?
out of the loop. I don't know
This
what's
clip
happening.
either
It's
happened
Lost
yesterday or
versus
2 days
BSK
ago.
because they're coming for the Lost MC's meth lab key, which is actually dumb as fuck in my opinion.
I know. I just didn't
Yeah,
think it was
so
still
okay, so
happening
hold on.
'cause-
Let's back up. Let's back up and let's talk about this Lost BSK war kind of from the beginning. We talked about this a little bit last week, didn't we? I don't remember exactly.
I don't
But
remember.
regardless, so they essentially the war is because, and again, I haven't really been following it this close. This is just kind of secondhand information. OTT told Flippy that he wanted to get a private lab, and he mentioned the Lost lab as being kind of the easiest one to take. And then Flippy is working with the Lost for their private lab. Flippy's literally cooking in their private lab. So he just immediately went and told the Lost, like, hey, OTT just told me he's trying to take over your lab. So the Lost, being smart about it, didn't act on that information right away. They just kind of held on to it, and they were kind of playing it safe to see what would happen. But, you know, they were obviously on a lot higher alert after hearing that.
Yeah.
But then while OTT was in for the nines, they had bought a whole bunch of guns in preparation to go to war with the Lost, like $200 and something thousand worth of guns.
Shit.
Yeah, Benji and Jenny were trying to transport the guns to a stash van.
Oh, I remember that.
Then they went to go sell the stash van, and what they were having like some weird scuff shit. So they were sitting in the parking lot in the stash van for like 30 minutes or something, like fumbling back and forth to sell the vehicle. And while they were doing that, Reed rolls up on them and asks them what they're doing. And they kind of flounder, and him and Ha, so he holds them up. And that's when he finds 4 AKs, 8 Dracos, a whole bunch of ammo on them, like $200,000 or plus worth of guns on them. And he robs them. I think we watched that clip.
Where's OTT's POV? Where's his POV?
I posted it in
it's too hard for me to pull up. It's fine. We'll just keep looping that system.
It's good to. I mean, it's good to get both.
Yeah, I have to minimize shit. It's complicated.
But yeah, no, it's interesting to watch, dude. Yeah, Reed is a fucking crackhead in the best
the
variety.
War's still going basically between.
Yeah, it just started. This war just started, and essentially BSK is saying they're not gonna they want their guns that Reed stole back, and Reed has basically told him no. So that's kind of
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
people don't understand people don't understand the Lost a lot. Right, so them trying to get a lab that's literally across from the clubhouse is dumb as fuck, because the Lost Sandy is their territory completely, which means we could have literally 30 motherfuckers attacking the lab simultaneously, and it'd be legal because that's the territory.
Yeah,
like getting the lab that's right next to the clubhouse that has multiple roofs that we can just gun with. One of the biggest things that I enjoyed about the Lost RP is how organized they are. There are systems in place and different protection things for literally everything. It is impossible for anyone besides the Lost to get a cook done without them knowing about it.
So the war basically started. From what I'm seeing is.
Wait, hold on. I know what you're about to say. Don't say that yet, Bobby. What? There's a key piece of information in this that involves you. Is that something that you're comfortable hearing, or do you want to keep that safe from meta? Do you want to be meta on a little spoiler for the sake of discussion, or no?
Yeah, for the podcast, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
so
use it,
there, after Reed stole the guns from OTT, they had a phone call, and Reed, because he didn't want to give up Flippy's name, Reed said, "Oh, we knew that you wanted to come take our lab because Bobby Beats told us." And
just thrown under the bus, man.
Yeah. So.
Rest in peace. I mean, that's kind of true though, because you told Oswald that information, and then I passed it in on church.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I did for the Lost.
Oswald told us, because you were dead. You know what I mean? But no.
Yeah,
man. I was a prospect, bro. I have a higher authority than you.
Oh my god! Basically, dude. Bobby is.
Under the bus, man.
As far as OTT is concerned, he thinks that it's Bobby's fault that all of this happened.
The good news is you're in GSF now, and they don't want that again.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm interested to see where that goes.
What I was gonna say was basically, I mean, it was gonna start over the lab key, right? But I think what really popped it off was when Reed stole those guns.
Oh,
I think 100%. That's when it really popped.
He was shocked, bro. His reaction was so fucking funny.
Yeah, imagine this guy, fam. He's like just chilling, doing his thing, RPing. Bro. Next thing you know, he comes up on a fat lick. He comes back to the lost crib, like, "Hey, man, check the truck, bro."
That's gonna be one of the fattest licks in 3.0, right?
I can't think of a single robbery bigger than that.
Yeah, I can't think of one either.
That was really bad, man.
That was basically the fucking
Why
gun
did nobody
store,
have their gun out? That's what I'm confused
about.
Why
they were both on their phone trying to sell the van.
The funniest part of that whole clip is like,
why were they trying to sell the van? By the way,
I don't even know. But that's the funny part. That's the funny part. When he leaves, when Reed leaves with all the weapons, Jenny's like, "Wait, we didn't sell the van."
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she realized they just got robbed.
Benji was like, "Go get
gotta sell the van."
Benji was focused on getting the guns, and Jenny's just like, "Yo, just sell me the van, bro."
Dude. That was so funny, bro.
I think they were trying to sell the guns because
no,
Jenny wasn't being looked at.
They were trying to hand off who had the stash van in their name. You know, they were trying to change whose name it was under.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, because Jenny wasn't being looked at the time, right? She wasn't getting.
Yeah, exactly.
She wasn't going to get raided or anything, but Benji was on the hot seat, so they were trying to sell it to Jenny to avoid, those guns being caught by the police, basically.
Yeah. So all right, we're gonna move on to the next one.
I might have sneak watched this clip, and this is fucking mad.
Yeah, get ready for this one.
Wait, before you start the clip, what's happening? Like, who is this?
This is the HOA getting raided. All right, this is the HOA's main warehouse.
Wait, what? When did they get raided?
I have heard about this, and I heard about how much they are rated for.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this.
See what we got.
I don't
Watch it. My mom busts that shit open like, oh my god.
Check with
Holy mother of shit, he says.
I don't think so, but I'm gonna let.
Oh my god, that is so much more. That is so much more than what I got told.
Okay, that's a
Oh my god.
I want you to know that's like 1,500 bags of meth. I just did the. I had to go through and count. That's like 1,500 bags of meth, by the way.
While I make sure there's nothing at the.
Who told me about this?
Oh man.
Somebody, I forget who told me. I think it might have been.
Those
Somebody
are
told me
all
about
G&E dongles, by the way.
G&E sticks as well.
USB sticks.
Fuck.
That's like thousands and thousands.
What is-
And that's
And
like
the key.
meth.
And the key. And the key.
Crack this thing open,
Oh
see what we
my
got.
god, bro, these guys are fucked.
Yeah, so just
Oh my
Mother
god.
of shit.
That is an insane amount of fucking meth. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Wait, let me hear his reaction to when he scrolls down again.
Holy mother of shit.
Read it up again. Like, nah, because it's worse because we all started talking, but like I want to hear what he says once he starts scrolling down and sees there's like
Holy mother of
700
shit.
more.
I check with you.
I don't think so, but I'm gonna let you look in a moment.
He's just stuttering. He's like,
Holy mother.
what the
Okay,
fuck?
that's a human
He's like,
tooth.
that's
still got
human
blood on
tooth.
it. That's nice.
Oh man.
That is fast.
I'm just gonna build
That
up
is
the
Bro,
fast.
how many
suspense
people
for a
been getting
while
raided
while I make
lately,
sure there's
dude?
nothing at the
So many.
very
I can
back of
see
this.
exactly what's going on here.
How much G&E
Oswald's
is
character is
that? 2,
scaring
4,
the fuck
6?
out of me right now.
There's sticks of
Oswald, your
1,200
character,
That's
Oswald, your
10,
character's
that's
scaring the shit out of
2,500.
me, bro.
That's so much shit.
All right, let's crack this thing.
Oh man.
Yep.
Well,
so,
Mazzolini.
yep,
Yeah, that's 1,500 bags of meth right there, bro. Just like that's like $1 million in meth. It's like
That's
$1
a
million
lot.
bucks in meth right there.
Yeah, someone
Everyone
doesn't
is
go down
so
for the
damn
nines for
bad
this.
right now, bro. Like it's so crazy. It's just a few gangs I've seen on the server that's like really up good right now, and it's
Vagos.
like, yeah, it's like the Vagos, and they've stayed up good since the start. Like I've not seen the Vagos be down bad for a second. Like
Has
with
the Vagos-
Benji,
They haven't really got raided or anything.
No, that's
No,
true. That's
well,
true.
They
They
could
have.
have the only gang to avoid it.
They've got raided, but they like
Have they?
No.
I
don't
So
think
here's
they
the
have,
thing.
bro.
Here's
I
the
think
thing with the
one of
Vagos
their
is
members
that
said,
the
Bro,
Vagos
on
are
God,
very
fam, like the Vagos haven't.
decentralized.
There was a time where like the Ballers was getting raided, GSF was getting raided. This is what during the time I was on my Ballers character.
yeah.
Ballers character with me. I remember hearing that everyone was getting raided. Somehow the Vagos were just avoiding it all.
Bro, they are just
Yeah, I'm
moving
pretty sure they
smart,
have.
man.
Well, no, the thing is that they're getting raided, but they're such a big decentralized gang. They're not like a lot of gangs where they have a warehouse with all their stuff in it, right? Like the Vagos are very decentralized, and each person is kind of their own thing. Almost.
I don't think I've heard of a Vago get raided though either.
Oh,
Like,
tons. A Benji.
I've heard of
not
individuals
Benji,
getting raided. Yeah.
there was a big Vagos raid like a week ago or something. But the thing is it's not because the Vagos are so decentralized. When one of them gets raided, it's not the end of the world, right? Because they're splitting shit up immediately. They don't have like a big warehouse like the HOA had where everything is stacked up in one spot. Like they're breaking shit apart and spreading it out across 1 million
I'm
people.
surprised the HOA doesn't have like a break across 1 million people either, because HOA is big.
Well,
and,
they
like,
had a clean guy. This was their clean guy's warehouse getting raided.
that's crazy.
Funnily enough, because of a misunderstanding, someone saw an HOA member whose model looked similar to Flippy, and he was blacked out. It was the Ballas. They saw an HOA member who looked like Flippy, and shot him down right in front of the HOA's warehouse, and that spiraled into them getting raided. all because this guy was mistakenly shot down by the ballas when in reality he wasn't even the person they were gunning for. Which kind of goes back to the whole no gang color RDM argument. You know, like when you're at war with a gang who refuses to wear colors, this is the downside to that type of stuff, right? People get shot who aren't involved because there's no way to tell who's who. When you're hunting a dude who literally just wears black all day, of course you're going to jump at shadows and think that everyone wearing all black driving a nice car is the person you're shooting at, right? So
that's what happens when you deal with a Northside gang, right? Because Northside gangs don't have colors.
Well, this is why, and this is a prime example of why I think that argument is BS. Like as much argument as that makes in role play, the reality is this is a fucking PvP game, right?
The reality is
stop.
You do say that a lot. Holy I just not picked up on that.
I started saying it ironically for the memes, and now it's like caught on in my vocabulary, and I like say it accidentally.
So, what's your point?
I started saying it unironically. But anyways, the point is that you know, this is a PvP game, right? Like at some point you need to sometimes make concessions for the sake of a fair and balanced match, right? Especially when you're involving innocent people. Like these dudes just lost $1 million+ because a team refuses to pick an outfit, right? Like, you know, it kind of sucks that innocent people are losing potentially dozens to hundreds of hours of work because they're getting shot at with no interaction.
Don't the HOA rock a
yeah, but this guy was wearing all black when he got shot. He was an HOA member, but he wasn't wearing HOA clothes.
Oh.
So
I mean, it is what it is then.
So here's the thing, though. Like, I being part of a gang that doesn't have a color, I can definitely speak for the other side, and that's that. Particularly in our case, I can't speak for any other the Northside gangs, but especially in our case, where I come from in the UK, gangs don't wear colors. It's not a big thing in the US, but there is certain things that stand out in gangs in the UK that will like see the thing about the UK is very different. In America, you can pull up to the wrong neighborhood wearing the wrong color, you might get shot. But in the UK, a lot of the beef that brews between gangs, these gangs that like are around the UK, they're very small like groups, and they're not like these huge fucking gang crime families like the Crips and the Bloods and etc. etc. Like they're small groups of people. They're like little blocks, and they're just guys that grew up in the same block, and then they became close. Then they just so happen to like have to do what they have to do to get money. And a lot of these beefs, they start off by like them going to the wrong neighborhood at one time and them getting G-checked by some boys from the other ends. And then when that happens, because the ends are so close, it creates tension and beef because you see these guys again and you know these people when you see them again. So that's why we don't wear colors in the UK, because it's not about like wearing colors representing a flag. It's more like about the
each other immediately.
Like pretty much on sight. Like that's him there. Like let's go ride out on him.
Yeah,
kind of.
And
shit.
I think the problem is that in GTA, you know, the characters can only look so different from each other, right? And like there's only so many options you can choose. And like that's why you see a lot of characters that at the end of the day just look exactly the same. Like if you look at Flippy's
generic
model,
Geralds.
If you look at Flippy and the HOA guy who got shot, Kian, if they were sitting right next to each other, I swear to God, you probably wouldn't.
They do look very similar.
I get confused with little cap on the daily.
Same haircut, same.
Yeah, dude, little cap.
Super similar. So like that's why I think it's just me personally. I don't like when people go to active on-site. Well, first of all, let me start by saying I don't like wars that are on site, period. Like I think shooting people on site is lame and it's anti-RP, but I think that especially when you're in a war that's on site and you actually refuse to wear any identifying anything because you want the advantage of not being, you know, able to be easily seen, I think that adds another huge element in which innocent people are just getting fucked up because they get mistaken for you because you're actively trying not to stand out.
At the same time, though,
in real life,
kind of creates RP, though.
you're not
right?
always wearing colors, though. You know what I'm saying?
It
In
does,
real life,
yeah. I
people
mean,
change clothes every single day. You know what I'm saying?
that's
And
why
you
we
guys
have
are
the
out here on
south
the street.
side. Yeah, that's why we have the south side and then the the non-south side stuff. I
Yeah,
feel like because it's like I don't know. Maybe if you're starting a war with like a I don't know, man. Maybe if you're starting a war with like a south side gang, maybe one of their stipulations is maybe
you
try
have
to
to wear
keep
a
it
color.
within yeah, that too, and maybe try to keep it within. I mean, it'd be hard, but try to keep it within the south side, maybe
Sure, if there
then
was
that
some
won't
type of-
happen as
yeah.
much. Maybe the shooting random people won't happen as much if you know if you go to the south side, you're basically you better
I can see
be
that.
on your ends, you know. But it may be
Okay.
outside of the south side, like you know, like Wiked said, you wear something identifying, right? Whether it be the chain gang chain or something that makes it known that you're fighting these guys. You know, so I
Yeah.
agree with you on that. I don't know how it
I just
works,
think,
I mean,
but
go ahead.
it's hard. It's a hard topic, man. It's a really hard topic.
Because the thing is, like, I see what you man are all saying, like, and I agree with that at the same time, because I like at the same time, if I with everything that I was saying, like, it makes sense in roleplay why we don't use a color, but at the same time, it makes total sense what Aaron was saying about how at the end of the day, it's still this is still like when you go to war, it's still like a game. So you should still have some sort of like determining factor, because like in real life, you can see by a person's walk. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. It's
And
a lot.
To be fair, my character has a very, very specific walk and a way of dressing, so people would be able to tell. But like, I wouldn't. If there was a war with the Mandem involved, and we got into a call like a discussion about like the rules for the war in OOC, then and they brought up color, then I feel like we'd end up agreeing like, yeah, we'll just.
I feel
pick
like
this
you guys
color
are
to wear
pretty
for the war.
distinguishable as it is, though. I mean, you got the puffer
like-
jackets. Nobody really rocks those. So you see the puffer jackets and you're like, that's Mandem for the most part. I mean, obviously you have some people that rock them, but it's not very common.
Honestly, man, every UK person I run into on the server, we ran into some.
Literally every single
It's legit a puffer jacket. Like I walk up to the fishing spot.
Ved wears one. Fucking.
This is my.
I mean,
thing.
you
This is
wear
my
one.
thing.
Ved wears one. Chase wears one. We have
Chase,
RJ that wears one. We have this guy Noah that I met. He wears one. Lil Cap wears one. We have.
Think about it.
Bro,
Think
there's
about
so
right?
many people.
Versus
we don't even
the
wear
blacked
anymore.
out people. There's a lot more people that are
hold
just
on,
randomly blacked out.
Well, this
What's
is the
up?
thing. This is the thing. I think if you know, if you're gonna be blacked out and you're in the middle of a war, you should have something that distinguishes you, right? Like for instance, when Bobby was being hunted by the Ballers or the Vagos or whatever, and I was in a disguise, I had my coffee cup because everybody knew Bobby drank coffee. So even though I was in disguise, I had a coffee. Or I was in BSK, I had a red beard, right? And I had my coffee. I would have a clue, so people would, you know, if you were looking hard enough, you could find me. I think if you're gonna be blacked out in the middle of a war, you should have something that people will still know it's you if they're looking hard enough.
Yeah. I remember when we warred. You know the first like beef we had. You know when I was with Wu Chang and you left. You remember that shit? You were like. And Bobby was like stalking me on the phone, like around like Burger Shot, and I was looking around. I just saw the coffee cup. I was like, yeah, let's go pick this motherfucker up right now.
I left the clue. I left something out there for you to find.
I think the crutch of this argument revolves around whether you think innocent people getting shot in the middle of the war is a bad thing or not. What do you guys think? Do you think an innocent person getting shot because they're mistaken as a gangster? Do you think that's a problem?
Shit happens in real life.
Happens in real life. That's part of RP. You know, sometimes people might not be happy with it, but you know, the thing is, I mean, things. One
thing that I don't agree is raiding a HOA warehouse purely because someone got shot outside. That there's a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, like I can't lie. That unless there was like a case built up to that, right? Like they had a bunch of shit on them already. Maybe. I mean, I guess, but like it's almost like it's almost like anything that's outside of the warehouse. If he got shot inside of the warehouse, then that would have been one thing, because they got an alert about shots fired inside of a property. They can't access it. They can't respond to it. But if you're getting shot outside, it doesn't matter whether it's like a block away or at the fucking front door, like, well, he still has his hand on the fucking door handle. It doesn't matter because the moment you step outside of the premises, you're no longer on private property, you are in public property. You are in the middle of a public road. So you getting shot there has no coincidence, like no nothing, like it doesn't connect with the fact that
imagine
you know what I'm saying?
Imagine one of us getting shot, man, like outside the apartments, and they're like, okay, well, this guy got shot outside the apartment. Let's something happened with his apartment, probably. Let's raid. I feel like that's like, I'm gonna time to raid every, like that's how it, so that's what,
I wish we had a lawyer.
I don't actually know the chain of events between the guy getting shot outside his warehouse and them getting raided. There might have been a bunch of stuff that happened in between there that makes it make
there
more
must
sense.
be like there must be because it doesn't make sense to me how one person getting shot, that's like enough evidence unless he got like interrogated and put under pressure and then he folded a little bit.
Yeah, like they said, like, why were you in this area? And he said, I was in this area because I was going to the warehouse or something.
There has to be more.
Slipped up.
There's something more there, you know what I'm saying? But either way, like it's a double-edged sword because like it is something that happens and a lot of people die innocently due to like gang warfare, like every single fucking day by someone getting mistaken.
My only counter argument to the, well, it's realistic for innocents to die argument is that in real life, people don't roll around shooting in the middle of like town square, in the middle of like, you know, a busy car dealership. Like that doesn't happen all the time. That's like super rare. Like,
well, it depends on where you are in the world.
It depends on who it is. It depends on where you are.
I'm talking about a city like Los Santos, right? Like a heavy metropolitan downtown area with
kind of like New York.
Tupac got shot in the
middle of like at the entrance of a club.
Yeah, so, but that's one instance, right? Like I'm saying that like the amount of people getting shot down on the street in Los Santos is like way higher than like, you know, like downtown New York or whatever. So
I don't know. I've never been to.
I live in the murder capital of the United States, bro. It's pretty bad here.
It's common, bro. 100%.
People just roll up and blast someone down in the middle of the street, like in broad daylight.
Yeah.
Like
there are literally
people get dropped. So
I'm just like there's a couple of there's so many incidents that are coming up to my mind right now. Like to say I'm a musician, obviously. So like X. He got Triple X Tentacion. He got killed while he was driving. Yeah, he got killed exactly at a car dealership. As he was literally just pulled up one day. He was looking for a nice bike to find. Two motherfuckers came in, cased him out, saw him driving out the driveway with his i8, and then they knew he had cash in his Louis duffel bag. They went to grab his Louis duffel bag. He didn't give it up. He got blammed, and that's it. And then Pop Smoke as well. He put an Instagram picture of him in like a bougie ass area in Beverly Hills in the middle of like the fanciest places in LA. And my man got his house broken into and shot dead. Like King Von as well. Like brother, there's so many.
You gotta think about and you gotta think about like this is bad. And this is like this happens a lot, and we hear about this a lot. And this is celebrities. Think about like people that are just nobody knows that happens, don't hear about.
Average Joe all the time. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I guess
I can see.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. If you're,
I want to tell you, there's because I saw somebody in chat saying, it's about time the new gangs get their own clothes and shit. I posted something about, I don't know if you know about this, Wiked, about the Mandem getting their own custom stuff. I posted a clip.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it or not, Double A, but there's a clip in here if you want to review it. Yeah, if you want to review that. But yeah, I don't know if you do know anything. Or yeah, we'll talk about it when we pull it up. We'll talk about it when we pull it up.
It's looking real good though. I saw the draft of it. I sent it to you, I think, yesterday.
It's not on my list of shit that I was going to check.
I'll save my comments till afterwards, actually.
Yeah. We'll check it out.
All right.
Alrighty. So up next is a couple clips about bank hacking. So we're gonna talk a little bit about
it's fucked.
Bank hacking.
It's fucked. Period. It's fucked.
Bank hacking.
It's
man.
fucked. Period.
Bank hacking, man. Imagine,
I
bro.
witnessed it firsthand today. It's really bad.
1324. 1324.
You on the right screen?
1324. 132.
That's it.
Wait, the hack is 4231. Wait, the hack is different. 4231.
Fuck.
2143.
Wait, is it the old?
Yeah. So that's the title of this, is that hacking has changed back to the old system.
2431. Wait, what?
What? He's even confused. He's like,
Bro, he's still fucking acing it first time.
yeah,
Much.
yeah, he's fucking.
What
Bro,
a
they
god.
made the hack easier. What the fuck?
What the
It's on the
fuck?
floor?
Really?
He's got cuffs on him. I need to give me
Wait.
some cuffs, man.
1324.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, bank hacking has been changed back. It's now easier, where theoretically mortal humans could possibly complete it. Speaking of humans who are not mortal, here is a hand cam view of Marty Banks, supposedly the
Marty's
best hacker.
cracked. Yeah,
Marty's
he is.
cracked,
This
yeah.
is
Yes,
this
I
is
hit a
him.
vault with him not too long ago. He's fucking insane.
Stop. 2413.
Man's got them typing skills. Look at
3412.
that, bro.
Now, people were saying that he was using scripts or something to type the words
342.
for him. So he did it with the camera on his hands just to prove that he's not using scripts.
Okay.
I know who to call,
Stop,
man.
Daniel.
I know who to call for Marty, my man.
Marty, my
My
man.
man. Hey,
Yep.
I need to hit a bank real quick, man.
Problem
So-
with that it's switched back is that sure it's easier now, but for people like in the EU, it depends on like where you are in the EU. We get 2 or 3 seconds less on the hack.
Really? What?
So we can't even like the thing is that's the reason why we didn't get in today, because Bertha was supposed to be the one that was hacking. We lost 3 seconds a hack. So we were sitting there for like an hour in the car. We had like 2-3 laptops on standby, just ready. We had invested like 200,000 into this Fleeca just so we could do the Politos. But we can't even do that. We can't even do it because of the delay. And so we were just sitting there furious in the fucking car, just fucking screaming at this shit, bro. It was painful. It was so painful.
Damn. Well, what do you think they could do to fix that? I mean, is that just is it
I don't
always going to
think
be
you
that way
can.
because
I don't
of
think you can
latency,
fix
or
So it's because of ping and packet loss. So it totally depends on, because we have our main hacker is from Australia, and he's on the same level as Marty, only that he doesn't have viewers on Twitch. We've
Mhm.
seen like the hand cam action he's done on hacks, even with the new hack, and he's just fucking cracked. Like he does
Sounds
it.
like me.
Yeah, sounds like
I'm
you.
an IT
Yeah.
I'm an IT guy after all.
No, but
Bro, your hands are small as fuck. Shut up.
pretty
Shut
much.
up.
There's
He
nothing
types
that
like
can really
this.
fix it. Oh yeah, with one finger, with 2 fingers. Yeah. No, but I don't think you can really fix it, honestly.
Yeah,
Just
I
packet
don't.
loss.
I mean, there's so many people from so many areas. It's just hard to.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you gonna? What are you gonna do? Run like one server off multiple servers in the multiple area? I don't know how it'd work. It would be.
yeah, maybe
one of those
maybe do
hard,
some
man.
type
kind of
of like
things.
maybe if they had like some type of like running ping tracker that was just always like measuring your ping, and then if your ping was high, it would give you a little bit of
We're talk-
extra space on the
We're
hack,
talking
like give you an
2050 shit, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's no Pixel 4.0 right there. All right.
Yep.
What's the
Yeah.
next clip?
So real quick, I wanted to ask, like, so I don't actually know who Marty is. Can someone fill me in? He came from the public server, right?
Yeah. I used to RP him, with
Yeah.
him a lot on Purple when I was there for like a month. He ran Burger Shot there, I'm pretty sure. And then him and Turk got whitelisted at the same time. And so they pretty much run with the NBC and just wreaks havoc there in like EU.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
is
he's
this
more
the
of a.
Marty? Is this the Marty that was the cream pie art guy? There was a Marty who worked for Cream Pie
no.
and made art and shit for us, made like cover.
I don't
art
think
and-
so.
Chad
Yeah,
is saying that it
different
is the same guy. What? Wow.
Is it?
Okay.
Is
wow,
it?
I had no idea. Okay. Well, shit. Never mind.
Shit.
And I know exactly who he is. Okay, my bad. I didn't connect the names.
Shit. Don't listen
Damn,
to me, man.
this dude is super talented. Jesus, he's fucking out here.
Oh, he was on.
art and-
I didn't know he was on
Jesus.
whitelist before public. So did he move over to public?
That's a good question.
Maybe he got banned or something.
He
and
was.
then came back.
Yeah, Chad is saying that he was on whitelist before public. Maybe he just went to public to hang out with X or something. I don't know. Okay.
Somebody said he got banned.
Public has its own kind of vibe.
Public,
It does.
yeah. When I was there for 1 month, I moved there because of my reasons as well. I think a lot of people moved over to public because they couldn't really get on the main server for a while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why I moved over to public, and we were trying to like create the music scene there, but it was so much shit to do. Like I remember,
Well,
I think it was
it's because like the economy too, man, was a lot better over there. I'm gonna be.
Oh
honest.
yeah, I'm so up good. I have like $3 million just sitting
Yeah,
there, bro.
the
Like,
economy
fuck.
is like-
Like,
Bro,
so
you can
good.
actually enjoy yourself, man. You don't have to grind as much. So it's
Yeah,
like-
and it was fun. It was fun. Like I could pull up, and the problem here is like the real like listeners of our like us artists, like our music and the viewers of the streams, they are the ones that pretty much are in public. And I like how do you say it? Well, I saw a lot of metagaming, and I like people like, oh, it's Lil Cap. Like I'm a big fan. I've been listening to your music for a very long time, and like people like went crazy when I was doing like a Dean World show. Like it was like 150 people there. It was like the opener,
That's
and it was
probably
just a
lit, though.
pop-up show. It was just a pop-up show.
man.
Like the server crashed because there was so many people there.
Holy
Like
shit,
it was mad. Like
Wow, weird flex. Yeah, weird
flex,
flex.
man.
You know, I just crashed the server.
150 people, you know.
God, the server crashed.
There was
I'm low
500
five.
people there, man.
Server crashed because I'm low.
Yeah, I'm
five.
kind of famous, guys.
You know,
I didn't
every
mean it like
person
that. I meant like
crossed ran
just
up
the
to me.
reception. The reception on public is just a different energy compared to like because everyone is just grinding on the main. People
That is
didn't
true.
give a fuck about grinding on public when I was
By
there.
the way, I want to touch on that later. I want to touch on like what everybody, including Wiked, what you guys think about the economy. We can do that later after the clips, or whatever.
Yeah.
What you think about the whitelist server economy and
Sure.
all
We'll get
opinions,
into
all
that.
shit.
We'll get into that. So next up, we kind of have a collection of clips. As you all probably know, the devs and whatnot have been going heavy on the
Hell yeah.
crazy characters and stuff this week with Terminator, Batman, Superman, every superhero you could.
Chucky was funny as fuck, dude.
all that stuff. So we got a couple of kind of standout clips here. We'll watch them all, and then we'll kind of talk about all of that.
Let's do it.
Hey, I think you killed. I think you jumped.
Goodbye.
I think you jumped. Yeah, he jumped into it. Oh, he missed it.
I remember this. Completely whiffed.
He said hasta la vista, baby, and then he gave thumbs up and missed. Hang on, I think you jumped.
The ending just and missed.
I think he jumped. Yeah, he jumped into it. Oh, he missed it.
Oh man. Oh, gotta love it,
Hasta la vista,
dude.
baby, and then he gave
Gotta love
thumbs
it.
up and missed.
Yeah,
Hang
you
on,
know,
I
moments
think
like
you
these
killed-
is
I
why I
think you
love
jumped.
RP and no pixel, because it's something like this. It's out of
I think
nowhere.
he jumped. Yeah, he jumped into it. Oh, he missed it.
And the other guy did perfect. He's like, yep, never mind. He missed it. Never mind.
Was that Leslie? It sounded like Leslie.
Yeah, that was Leslie's night.
Yeah, okay.
That was
Okay.
great. That was great.
That's great, yeah.
Oh fuck, she was on duty earlier.
Okay.
Luna Park, EMS.
You can put your hands down, just don't leave that room. Don't leave that line.
Yeah.
What did he do to you inside?
See what you can find out, Superman.
Oh!
Holy shit.
What the
Man just said that so casually. He's like,
fucked up.
holy shit.
I know. How did Batman survive
Put
that?
your hands down.
The
just
He had
reaction
God
is so
mode. He had
perfect.
Don't leave that
admin God
line.
mode on.
Oh.
What did he do to you inside?
Superman was
you can
getting
find
played
out,
by Das
Superman.
Betty and did not have God
Holy
It
shit.
must have been kryptonite. It must have been kryptonite.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Yeah, this.
She was on duty earlier.
That's
Oh,
funny, dude.
man.
Okay.
Luna Park.
mode. All right.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Here we go. Oh my God. I fucked it up. Here we go.
Batman, look out!
Man,
He's like,
I
get
was
up.
man on the ground again,
I'll
dude.
take you on. You'll never defeat me.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Batman. Woohoo. Hell
yeah. Man, one shot him.
Yeah, no.
I just love how you-
I
think the key moment of it, man, is just Batman or Superman just getting fucked up. Superman just like, get up. Get up.
I'll take you.
Bro, he's
I'll
straight up,
take you on.
straight up
You'll never
jabs.
defeat me.
He just straight up beat Superman's ass.
He didn't even
bro.
look at Superman,
One
he just
shot,
hit him.
man. Bro, it just
Batman, look out!
Dead.
that is so good, man.
Oh,
Fuck. Oh, he literally just jabs his own boy, man. How you gonna do that, bro?
I'll take you on.
Man's an op, bro.
You'll never.
You got that kryptonite fist.
I had
yeah,
a
so-
fucking legendary moment with these special characters, man.
Yeah, so what do you
Oh,
guys think about let's talk about this kind of generally speaking, these kind of specialty characters, you know, these event characters coming in. What do you guys think about that? How do you think it's impacted the server? You know,
I think it's
good
great
thing,
for the
bad thing, all
holiday
that.
season, you know, like like during moments like this, like I think it's great, you know, like I think
Aaron fucking hates it. I love it.
But you hate it, really?
Aaron
We're
doesn't
good.
like.
You guys go first. I'll go after. We'll get to me.
I'll let him go.
I think it's good because I think it gives especially like new people a thing, you know, a way to meet other people in, you know, in the situation. Like it's an event. It's essentially an event, and people come together and they can enjoy the storyline of the RP, follow it through. Like they did an Alien one recently, right? I thought that was really fucking cool. Where it was like Alien Isolation kind of thing. I don't know if you guys have any clips of that, but that was dope. It brought a lot of people that normally don't RP together. And, you know, the admins get to have fun and do some cool shit that they normally won't be able to do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's cool. What do you guys think?
I liked it.
Yeah, I've enjoyed a lot. I don't know if you covered it last episode with Burns Halloween shit. Like,
I don't know if we did.
Yeah,
Ghostface?
he had
Yeah,
he
so
hadn't
we
even
cover it.
he
Yeah.
didn't do Ghostface yet. He had just done Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Michael Myers.
okay,
So we talked about that last time.
So basically, I had a very, very cool run-in with Burn on Ghostface. I think it was Curtis that like rented a bus and just kidnapped a bunch of people and put them on a mountain, and we went on this camping trip. And then like Burn was there as Pete Davidson, and he had been given like admin perm so he could go invisible and whatever. Like he could do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so basically, I was with Chevy, and I said, "Oh, Chevy, look, there's someone standing by the tree," as a joke. Then we see that Burn walks away and then just goes invisible. I see him go invisible, so I go up to the tree. I'm like, "Okay, let's see what happens," you know. And then we go there, and then like as we walk down, a cloud of smoke just pops up, and it's just Ghostface just standing there, bro. He just starts running after us, then goes invisible after he tries to stab us and fails. We run down and say, "Oh, they try to stab us, blah blah blah." And then he just pops out and just kills everyone on the mountain, bro. Everyone fucking died, bro. I think it was
So you
3
like it.
survivors.
So what you're saying is
I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, you loved it.
I had
Yeah.
the time of my life, man. It was super
Alright.
fun.
What about you, Zai?
I think it's great. I think it's good. Is it the best? You know what? I think it actually is good RP. I think. I don't know. I enjoy it. I think it's. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a video game.
You sound like you're on the fence a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm not on the fence. I'm just trying to describe because it's weird for like the canon stuff for like RP, but it's also a lot of fun and it makes the city exciting and it like revitalizes a lot of, you know, stale stuff. You know what I mean? It's like a little vacation from the normal shit, you know?
I agree with that.
I liked it. I think it
Cloudy?
was fun. I never got to meet a lot of his characters, but
Yeah, I didn't get to meet any of them yet. Yeah, not lucky. Cloudy, what about you? What you think?
I personally really enjoy it, man. I like Zai was saying, I think it brings a lot of diversity to the server. When stuff is really stale, it helps the server out. You know, there's nothing to do. I mean, they're going and doing their thing, and you can go. And the thing is, they bring the community together and let you basically tag along, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you're bored as shit, you got these fucking superheroes that don't give a fuck who they interact with. They'll bring you along, and it's just a overall good time in my
Good
opinion.
example of what you're saying too. Remember the other day, you were with Guy, and you guys ran around like he gathered a whole army of people, and you guys were like mine, running to different locations.
Oh yeah,
and
with
then,
the
then
Mando,
Burns
yeah,
shows up.
he
You were
was
there.
there.
Then Burns shows up, right, with the scream guy, and he starts doing his scream therapy, right, his murder therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
In Mirror Park, like that wouldn't have happened.
That
if
shit
it
was
wasn't
so
fun,
fucking
you know what I'm saying?
sick, man.
That shit was funny. I was watching that shit.
That was some of my
shit was
favorite
so
stuff.
fucking
I mean,
hilarious.
I had to, I posted the picture on Twitter. Fucking Wiked retweeted that, and it was just like that personally for me. It was so small. Like we weren't doing anything crazy, but it was such a fun time because like we were all just chilling and relaxing and having a good time together, and it was like
Funniest is how it all
man.
started.
What about you, Wicked? What's your opinion of events like this, special things like this?
I have a mixed opinion about it. I can't lie.
let's hear it.
I think that like everything that is done in the server has its ups and downs, and everything has its consequences, and it has its upsides. Particularly in this case, like the upside of it is that like the RP that it creates is like it allows for some of the most like golden moments of RP, the ones that will last like for ages and ages and ages, like that people were watching clips for years to come. Those moments are usually created in these events. I feel like it also, like what everyone else was saying, like it allows for something to do. It gives people a reason to like be on the server because they want to like be a part of these events. It gives the people like who are new to the server very good opportunities to run into like other people and big names and people who are like really go to that RP who can really show off. And one thing that I really like about how NoPixel does it is that they hand these things over to people who have shown that they have go-to RPers, and they are very careful who they give it to. And I think that is a very, very big important key of it, because so
100%.
far every single pet that I have seen that does these special things is like a fucking goated role player who just like who won't ever get caught lacking in a situation, always has something to say. However,
Burn, especially Burn, man. He's just
Burn.
very talented.
And
man.
Space Boy too,
and Medi.
All
of them, yeah,
all of them. But
all
realistically,
of them,
like
yeah.
all of them, like because these are people that I look at and I'm like, yo, that's what goated RP is like. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
Like I don't think I could pull these characters off like as swiftly as they do. You know what I'm saying? I'd have an idea. That's with 4 years of roleplay. You know what I'm saying? I never claimed to be like a roleplay god. You know what I'm saying? I just have a lot of experience with it and a lot of different situations. But however, if you are not involved with what is going on in these events, it is the biggest fucking nuisance. You can be doing something, you can be taking care of your roleplay and your immersion and whatever storyline you're doing is going to be completely shat on the moment these people appear.
That's true. Yeah. That is true.
Because they won't stop what they're doing to facilitate what you're doing. And I think that's something that's something that I'm sure Aaron's gonna bring up, because that's something that I agree with massively. Because my old server that I played on Twitch RP before this, big up Twitch RP, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Twitch RP is actually a really good server.
Hometown. Yeah, that's why humble beginnings. And like whenever I used to play in TRP, there always used to be these events, like at least once every month. And me myself at that point, like when I used to play on that server, let's just say I wasn't part of the admin friend group, let's just say that. So a lot of the times I'd be watching these things from the sideline, and it's kind of like, wow, like look at all these cool people doing cool things, but I'm just kind of in the sideline trying to get my shit done, and next thing I know, I'm going down the street and the whole street gets blown up. You know what I'm saying? Like something crazy.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's a double-edged sword, and then there's also the fact that like like the fact that the police treats things so differently in that case, it can create confusion. These things usually 99% of the time, there's always that one guy that takes the freedom, the creative freedom that they've been given, and just abuses the living fuck out of it. And then like everyone starts wanting to shine and get a little bit of limelight in the situation, and it just becomes a shit show. So those are in my opinion, the negatives and positives. But it like overall though, I like with all of that in mind, I definitely say that if I had to choose between having them and not having them, there's no way I'd say no to having them, because just as I said, the role players that come out of it, and the fact that you give them the creative freedom to do what they can do is just...
I think if it's once in a while, yeah, like once.
I think it's what
good.
I think it's what shows out. What shows like I think it also shows what No Pixel's really about, man. You know, it like I said with the whole the Ghostface thing, it brought the community together. We were all chilling, having fun. I mean, there was multiple groups there, and we were just all hanging out, just enjoying each other's presence. You know, so I think that events like this, obviously, if it doesn't happen all the time, makes it unique, but it also shows how much the community as a whole like appreciates each other. You know, I enjoy the events like that, man.
What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, let's see what Aaron has to say.
All right. Well, cranky old man Aaron.
You want to go full screen for this, so that we can see names and everything?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. All right. So, cranky old man Aaron here to tell you that no fun allowed. Hold on. Let me move this up real quick. So, yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I think... I'm going to start off by saying that these are a net positive. They're a good thing. They definitely should happen. For all the reasons you guys said. They're funny. They're hilarious. Good clips. It's a good time. Breaks up the monotony. All that stuff. I'm 100% for them. That being said, I think that there are a lot of downsides to them. Wiked summed it up perfectly. And that they're completely immersion breaking, especially when you're not involved on these things. They're a huge nuisance. Someone in chat, Solar Eve and EMS, said that no one thinks about the logistics of 10 plus people going down due to these events in a busy time slot where people are already hitting the vault, gang shootouts, PvP, 8-man, like there's all these regular RP things happening in the server. And then on top of that, Homer Simpson stabbing SpongeBob with a hatchet at the Alta Street Apartments. So it's
dude.
It's like, there's kind of the logistical side of these things as well that can make people who aren't directly involved kind of have to bear the burden of kind of the mechanical side of these things. And, when people are trying to do super serious role play, prime example, the other day, AA got robbed and he was like super upset about it. He's like, all right, let's hunt these fuckers down. Bobby's like, all right, let's do it. Oh my God, it's Chucky. And then Bobby just completely drops the entire thing. And he's like, nope, hunting people down to get your stuff back. No, here's Chucky. We're doing Chucky RP now. And so it was like, it's one of those things where it's like,
he calling me out right there, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you have a ongoing situation that's going on. It can be relatively serious role play. Where there's already a storyline happening, and that storyline, you take that storyline, you crumple up like a piece of paper, you just throw it away. Now it's Chucky. Here's the new Chucky storyline. And it's like, well, that can be great for the people that are involved in that Chucky storyline, but like, what about my storyline that was going on before that, right? So it's kind of a balancing act between these super fun, happy narrative events that create a lot of funny clips and funny interactions and kind of interrupting the natural flow of storylines that are on the server, which are important too, which I would say are probably almost more important than the benefits you get out of these events, which is why I think that they should be done sparingly. And it's why I think that this last week has actually been a little overbearing, because there has been, in my opinion, way too many of them. I mean, you had the burn events that were back to back. It was Michael Myers into Scream. And then you had all of the superhero stuff happen right after that. Batman, Superman, everything else. And then the Chucky stuff happening after that. And then there was like some type of ghost thing that was happening after that. And then there
An
was an
alien.
alien thing happening after that, and it's like, dude, we're still a week away from Halloween.
I get it.
These things have
I
been
get
going
your
on
concern.
for
I get your concern,
way before
but
Halloween.
I get your concern, man. But the thing is, it's like the server's been kind of slow anyway.
Yeah.
But
I-
so,
I-
but see, I'm glad you brought that
I
up. 'cause
see
I
where
was-
they're coming from. I see where they're
actually
coming
have
from
one
with this.
complete. I have one complete other thing that like you man probably haven't thought of, like as to why that would happen. So like imagine they do one event, right? They do the Batman thing. The people who did not get into that server that night are gonna be crying.
True.
They're going to be so fucking upset, and I know because I'd be one of those people. If I really wanted to be part of these events and I knew that they were happening, I'd be fucking pissed if I was watching video clips of my friends, literally like people I interact with every day, doing this mad shit, and I just didn't get in the server that
Sure,
day.
and I'm not advocating that they only happened a single time and then never again, right? Like the each one of those events I mentioned were multiple days long, right? The Michael Myers thing was a couple days, a couple tsunamis worth. The Scream thing was 3, 4, 5 days long. The superhero thing was several days long. It's not like it needs to be one tsunami, right? Like they can obviously these events can stretch out, but just not the problem is the volume of them, not necessarily the length, right? When there's one event and another event and another event and another event and another event all within 1 week, like that can like really put a roadblock and thing. And here's the thing is you can say like, oh well, the storylines were slow, so we should spice it up with some events. But in actuality, it's actually doing more harm than good because you're taking those slow storylines that may have been starting to rebuild themselves back up and you're resetting them. You're putting a big roadblock on them. No, people aren't going to develop storylines while these big events are happening around them. So in reality, you're just making the server slower by impeding those natural storylines and kind of preventing them from happening. Right. So when
because who the fuck's gonna want to do a gun deal when there's Chucky running around?
Imagine this alternate reality where we found those people that robbed me, and that led into a whole thing. Though maybe those people were part of a group.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe their group went to war with
completely
our group. We could have a whole storyline built around that interaction. But that interaction,
we had Chucky and it ended there. Like we had
and
the
it
Chucky
ended
thing,
there,
and that was
and then
it.
that was it.
There was nothing
So
else. Yeah.
you kind of
I get what
took
you're saying.
that storyline that would have happened and kind of cut it short for the sake of like kind of a short-term throwaway event that doesn't have any repercussions or any like furthered narrative after the scene is over. So that's why I think that part of it is like, oh well, it's slow, so let's spice it up with something unique. But in reality, the unique thing is actually just slowing things down even worse. It makes the problem even worse after it's all gone because now everyone kind of forgot what they were doing. All those storylines that were going on got severed, and now you're kind of reset even more than you were before the events. So I think that they.
Did you tell Chucky about these people that you were chasing?
No.
Oh my god!
I
should have.
that
ran him over and he shot us with the Uzi.
I guarantee if you had told him, if you had told Chucky, hey man. So basically, like if you really role played it out and you're like, here's these guys, man, they really bullied me and they treated me badly. Chucky would have been chasing them down.
That would have been sick.
Yeah.
Because he would have been seeking the RP for that.
That's when you got to think on your feet, stuff like that.
Yeah,
right there, because that could have led us to something. Can you imagine? Chucky's like, "Let's go get him." He gets in the car. He's like, "Get in the car with me. Here's a knife."
Now imagine that same scenario going to another alternate reality where instead of like you hunting these guys down, turning into a war, you now find these guys that have robbed you. You pull up with fucking Chucky in God mode, and now you're like, these guys are like, oh shit, I don't want no fucking
What's really
smoke.
good? What's really good?
What's good? What's really
No,
good?
Don't make me throw Chucky at you, motherfucker. Yeah, you see my boy here? He goes crazy with his shank,
But yeah, there's it's definitely a double-edged sword, man. There's goods and there's bad. Yeah. I think there's goods and bads for everything, though, man.
I mean, the reason why I love it so much because like for me personally, things have been so slow. Like it's been so slow that like I log on for a day and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm on. I managed to log on, but I feel like kind of forced because I know I have to stream. But then then like for a full 6 hours. It's just me saying, I don't know what to do. Should I go fishing again?
Yeah.
My cooldown is over. Should I go fishing again? Hey, my cooldown is over again. Maybe I should go to the vault, get my paycheck. And it just ends up me like sitting talking to chat for like a good 40 minutes. Then I'm back to it. Then I start calling around people again. No one is online. Everyone is playing fucking New World, and I'm just back to that. So I really appreciated these like events where things were like super refreshing, especially like for people that have been feeling the same way as I have. And I know a lot of us have felt the same way.
Yeah, I think that's why I think I'm with Cap, man. I feel the same way, man. Things have been fucking slow, so I've just been enjoying it.
I think. Go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I've been enjoying it, man. Rolling with the punches, and I mean, I could still do like I've played in these time zones where these events are happening. I feel like I could still do my regular RP that I want to do, whether the events are going on or not. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I guess it just depends on the person and what's going on with the person's storyline. But I mean, I don't think it's too big of a nuisance, at least in my opinion.
Like, I think an
Sure,
event that,
whenever the volume isn't too bad. I agree.
how can I put this? I think there should be a way to organize an event that would create more storylines coming out of it. Something not as impossible as Batman and Superman fighting Bane, but an event that, like for instance, what I did with my podcast when I first got the 3.0. My intention with my in character podcast, Bobby Beats Experience, was to create RP even when I wasn't on the server. Was to have a podcast that maybe started some beef between characters. Like, hey, he said this about you. They said this about you. And people could listen to it while they were doing nothing, grinding. And then it would create RP even when I wasn't there. Like, there should be an event that does something similar to where it brings people together. But when people leave out of that event, they have new beefs. They have new friends.
An actual tsunami. Bring a real tsunami in, man. Bring a fucking major catastrophe.
Bro, imagine if they did that, though.
A major catastrophe would be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of fun a while back. Sorry for the pivot. But yes, I think your podcast did that actually a lot because Inix's character, Fiero, that was a lot of fun when he was starting a bunch of gang wars and shit. And like Oswald was like trying to scramble. And like, I was like freaking the fuck out. Like, you don't want to know what he just said about Buddha on the podcast. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. This fucking guy. But a pivot though, whenever the server was super scuffed one day and there was like rains and cars were flying, exploding, or whatever.
Oh,
everyone
the road was ice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone role played it out perfectly. Like a lot of the people took shelter in, like I took shelter with like the nerds and stuff, and a lot of the burger shop people at the fucking comic shop. We had to go rescue Saikuno and all kinds of shit, and we were like treating it like it was like the apocalypse, bro. Like we got supplies and everything before the server shut down. It was so fun. That would actually be fucking cool.
Yeah, maybe events
that
like
would
that.
Be
like
fucking
actual,
cool.
like,
if one storm was an actual like natural disaster, you had to find shelter, you had to find supplies, you had to find a bunch of shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I do remember this one instance where some people tried to start like a zombie apocalypse, and it went on for a good 20 minutes. And I ended up with the Vagos, and Benji was like, "We need to get Uzis, we need to get everything." And we were just the whole city was on fire for 20 minutes until the admin said no.
Wait, who was playing the zombie apocalypse I started?
Yeah,
or was that a different one.
Who was playing during the 2.0 zombie thing that happened on Halloween?
I think that might. I don't know if that was me, but I started. I was a zombie, and I had the cops playing with me. I had EMS playing with me. I started infecting people. They took me to the hospital, and then I don't remember who it was, but one guy was like, "No," and he just took my body straight down. He's like, "Perma now," and he told me to perma. He's like, "We're not doing this." And this was last year, right? A week before Halloween.
Yeah, I'm not talking about.
No, there was this one that was recent.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
This was like a few months ago.
You fully had an admin like, no, shut the fuck up, perma right now.
It wasn't even an admin. It wasn't even an admin.
It was just a random.
What? But Coil actually ended up saying something about that. He was like, he should have let the RP happen. Everybody was having fun with it. Role play over role play. And he straight up was like, he should have just let the RP happen.
Wait, you got called by a random, not even by like an admin or
I don't. It
just
wasn't
a random,
admin.
just
All
like
random dude. Just, nah, man.
It wasn't an admin.
Perma, man.
Bro, if that was me, I'd be like, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? Like,
right?
it's my role play.
Let
Like, there is no
That's all I
specific
know.
rule that states that I can't do this.
Was
And I'm
this
just
when
trying-
the
like that's I don't know why someone would deny RP like
Dude,
that.
everybody was disappointed. All the doctors, all the EMS, everybody that was there, all the cops were just like, I guess I'm not infected anymore. You know, it
was this
really
the actual
awkward.
zombie thing?
It was the
No.
one.
No,
I
because
tried
that
to
like
start
this-
Oh,
last
the one you
year.
created. Okay.
Yeah,
in
I think-
3.0 actually, because like it's funny how you say that because
Mhm.
Koyo may have said that, but I'm pretty sure the admin team does disagree with that because last time there was a zombie outbreak happening, and I remember seeing it. It was starting to break out, and it was starting to become a huge thing, and then it started getting tweeted out, and then literally like 5 minutes later, the console just pops up with like, nah,
Yeah.
dead it
Yep.
now.
Yeah, they
I
said
was
no.
part of
So
that.
basically,
That was the recent one.
Yeah.
That was the recent one like a month
that was
ago,
the
right?
recent one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically,
Everybody was involved,
more-
bro. That's
I was
crazy.
Yeah.
playing D Money. I was
Was it
playing
the
D
same
Money
one?
during that time, so that was a long time ago.
That was a different one. Okay.
I was
no,
playing D
I
Money.
think,
haven't
I
played
think
that
there's
game.
been
about the,
there's been multiple instances
There's
then
been a
because
There's been
recent one.
multiple trials of people trying to
Yeah.
start a zombie
This
apocalypse.
was the COVID. This was
Halloween.
like a fake COVID one. What was it called?
Nah, that was not it.
No.
That was not it.
So I'm
Hold on,
talking.
hold
So the
I
one I
remember
was
that
talking
one.
about was about 1 or 2 months ago.
Mm.
There
it
was
was
one
ju-
in the South Side, right? They were
in
shooting
the,
zombies. and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
That's-
yeah,
Oh,
Okay,
that
that's
one,
the different one.
yeah.
That wasn't me.
yeah,
Yeah, that one. I know.
I
which
remember
one.
that one. I remember that one. Yeah.
yeah.
And
I'm
then-
pretty
I
sure
was
that's
that
the one
shit
where the
happen.
admin said to shut it down.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I
So
was,
we pretty much saw that shit happen, like right in front of us. We just saw one zombie, and the rest of the people like got carried into the clothing store. They got revived and then changed the peds, but the admin still said no. But the cops still like revived and stuff like that. The
Dude,
EMS
there
just
were
kept on
there were so many
reviving.
people who were a part of it too, but it got shut down. You know, like that's the thing.
Why would it get shut down?
There
I'm
were like so
confused.
many people that were having fun with it. Like
Yeah.
why? Like I want to know the reason, just because I want to understand. You know, like I don't want to like.
I'm confused because there was literally in
understand.
2.0 on Halloween, there was literally a admin
Halloween,
like dev backed like a Halloween event with the zombie stuff. But
Yeah.
who was
Yeah,
playing
but that's
during those
Halloween
times?
though.
Me,
This was
I
just like
did
a
it.
random
I did
Yeah, I
those.
guess.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
this one was a random one. Yeah,
Me
yeah.
and GSF
Yeah, I
made it to
guess.
the end of the zombie event once. There was only like
Bro, I got my ass beat, man. I got my ass
Actually,
beat. By-
we made it all the way to the end. Yeah, it was great. I was mowing motherfuckers down with the Uzi. That was back when Uzi were expensive.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
Actually,
was a
I've
good time.
actually got a little bit of a like an unrelated note. It's funny how like you guys were talking about like you know the admins shutting that down because you know I wasn't actually gonna mention this, but like I like it just popped up in my head right now. Like one of the most discouraging moments that I've ever had on No Pixel happened similar to this. Like it was one of those moments in No Pixel where I was still relatively new. I think this was in 2.0 as well. It made me actually like it took a huge toll on my roleplay and how confident I was with what I was doing. It was one time I was rolling around in a car, and back then in 2.0, what I was like an up and coming, and I was so dedicated. Like I'm still so like there's nothing else that I want apart from music, obviously, but
right.
like I was so dedicated to the music. I was driving around the city, and when I'd be driving around the city, like I'd want to be like I was blasting my music like as I'm driving along.
Yeah.
And I was trying to do it like in a way like it's realistic, you know, because usually like when you're driving down the street, some people have their music blaring loud.
No, fuck
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You can fucking
Yeah.
hear it like in my street, like in my ends in the UK, especially in London, where I'm from. There's usually like there's some cars that have like subs that make you like fucking shake your windows as it passing by. And yeah, so I was playing my music like
I
out
was
of the
told not
car.
to do that, by the way, by the admins.
I literally got an admin message saying stop playing music.
Okay, yeah, I
And-
was gonna say the same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it literally like appeared for everyone to see. And I would like that shit, like it really discouraged me so much.
I forget who I did that with. I did that recently with somebody. It was like 2 months ago where I did that. I was
Yeah,
playing
it makes man.
yeah, and they never
That'll
said
kill your
anything
mood
about
for
it.
sure. That'll kill your mood for sure.
When
because,
what,
because I was like at that point I was still so new, and I was
Right,
still trying to
yeah.
figure it out. I was still trying to get in my like in my comfort zone of like actually finding different ways to expose myself to expose my music to the server.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I personally didn't see a problem with it because like whenever someone would pull up to me, I'd give it like 2 seconds before I was like speeding away from them so that I wasn't like interrupting whatever conversation they were having or something.
Yeah.
But it was like, yeah, man, seeing that message like after that, like for a couple months, I didn't play my music on the server whatsoever. And I was just there, like, yeah.
I think I just fucked up Discord somehow. I don't know what I did.
I see that though. I see that.
How do I make it not
What are you
popped out
doing?
anymore? How do I unpop
What are you
it out?
doing?
How do I
I don't know.
unpop it out?
I don't know what
You
you
might have to click. You might have to reset. I can't lie.
Wait,
You might want to change the screen just in case.
I can fix it. I can fix it.
Sure. But yeah, so I wanted to speak on something about that. I wanted to speak on something about that. You guys saw the car thing, right? How they were gonna update the car to where you could actually play music in the car and people could hear it.
Yeah.
Basically what you were doing in
That's my
2.0.
boy Nike.
Whatever happened to that?
That is my boy Nikes, man. He's
it's very complicated to set up. Is what happened to it, and he's still working on it.
Yeah,
He's still working on it. Okay.
That's the boy
I'm very excited for that. That's
He
what
sent
I'm
me.
very,
He
very
sent
excited
me
for.
some clips about it because he was looking for songs from No Pixel to use for the thing.
For
So
the
he's
radio.
been So he's been hitting up the artist back, and it looks so good. Honestly, I've seen
a little.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. You could have your little
redemption,
redemption, man. You could start playing it in the car again, man. Or at least I would hope so.
Hopefully one day.
I'd be-
man, hopefully.
Hey, I'm gonna be playing.
Because honestly, it should create RP, right? Like if you're driving down the
Yeah,
street blasting
yeah.
music, someone doesn't like it.
Yeah, they're like, shut the fuck up. And that's exactly what I wanted.
yeah.
Like, I wanted that.
Was really good. Was really good.
What's
And then
really
you say,
good?
"What's
Was
really
really
good?"
fucking good.
Because then I'd like create a reaction because obviously it's your fucking music. So you'd be like, who the
Exactly.
fuck are you talking to? That's my fucking music right there. Fam.
Yeah,
Who the
it's,
fuck
it,
you
like it's an
talking to?
RP thing, man. Like
Yeah.
I see it, you know. Maybe
Yeah, man. I just remember pulling up. Like I still remember it like it was yesterday. I'm
You know what it
fucking
was?
driving
You know what it
down.
was? Bro, this is what it was. They didn't realize your music was your music. It was so
Yeah,
good.
they didn't realize
were
it.
like,
That's what I was. That's what I was told.
DMCA
From
shit.
the
Like, this
admins.
DMCA.
That
or
was
some shit.
This was like back when I was like completely unknown. So I still
be
remember it like it was yesterday. I pull up to Legion Square, a Fed car behind me, and I see the Fed car behind me. I give it 2 seconds. I drive away as quickly as I can. Next thing I know, 5 seconds later, boom, there it is. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was told that that people don't know if it's DMCA or not, so that's why you're not supposed to do it.
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, I
guess.
feel like
At
some
this
people
point,
are like,
I feel like at this point though, at this
Everybody
point,
should know,
I
yeah.
blast music through like out of the car like so much, and I haven't been told like to not do it since. And
yeah.
I don't know whether that's like because the admins just haven't seen me do it again.
I think it's because they
haven't
know.
ran
I
me
think
in.
at this point, like the music scene on No Pixel has gotten so much bigger from back
So
then.
they
that,
know
like, they
certain
know.
songs.
Yeah, they know like what music is safe for the
There's
server.
no
at this point.
pixel and
It's
yeah,
like
exactly.
in character track.
I
versus
don't
that,
know
right?
anymore.
I don't know,
Like,
man.
I honestly
know.
don't know anymore. I feel like it's a thing of like if they caught me doing it again, they'd probably tell me to stop doing it, regardless.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be.
It also
Well,
might
like
depend
I said,
on
I had
how
a-
disrupting it is. You know, like if you're driving
Yeah,
by like
yeah.
big crowds of people who are trying to have serious meetings and like ruining their moments.
Well,
know,
again,
well,
you know,
fucking
again, that's
don't
again.
have a serious meeting driving
what are we
around
doing?
in
Are
the
we
car.
tiptoeing around other people, or are we trying to RP and then let RP happen? Like, you know, if you're interrupting someone blasting music, then they can say something about it, like in
Yeah.
RP. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that shit.
I'm just
I
trying
had
to
a
see from their point of
conversation-
view why they would not.
Oh
allow
yeah,
it.
yeah, I get that. I get that.
I
But, you know.
think the biggest point is that like I was completely unknown. They didn't know whether my shit was
Yeah.
DMCA or not.
Yeah, probably. I think if I made a brand new character and changed my voice and started blasting, just being a DJ, driving my car around, maybe they'd say something and be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Maybe.
Yeah, they probably would.
I can't believe you perma Tammy Sam. God damn it.
I know. I saw that, and I'm
I
actually
can't
so mad at
believe
you,
it.
man.
Do you know
Actually
how
so
fucked
mad
I
at
got with the cleaning thing? Like that perma character you had with the broom.
I clean, I sweep.
Bro,
I clean, I sweep.
Clean that sweep.
Bro, I like when I got out of that car, it put me inside of the trailer. So I tried to play it as like I was sleeping in the trailer on set for a movie, like about Lil Cap. And I had to call in lawyers. They still gave me 200 months because I had like killed someone prior to that. I had a warrant.
First of all, how do we just go from talking about music to talking about Theo getting permit?
Because you were talking about
Random
changing
stuff.
voices and other characters and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it just got to my mind. Like, you fucking killed Sammy Sam.
That's probably a good time to hop over to the next segment. Before we do that, though, I want to give us time to have a little quick break. Oh, sorry.
Come on, little break. Yeah, come on.
Hell yeah.
But hey, I do want to have a
Really
I want to start having a mid-show break, just so we can kind of stand up and that type of stuff. So we'll take 3 minutes. I'll roll some ads. We'll play some music.
Oh, he's just trying to grind it. Okay.
Unbelievable.
We fucking get it, dude. Okay.
Guys, min-maxing.
Fucking
What the hell's going on here?
Bro, this fucking
I'm
this ad revenue is provided by Wiked.
We will.
Shout out to Burger Shot. Shout out to Burger
episode brought
Shot.
to you by Wiked and Burger Shot.
We will be right back. We're gonna take 3 minutes. We'll play.
I actually do got to use the restroom, so I'm gonna do that.
We'll play the new song by Lil Cap, Wicked, and we'll be back. We'll be right back.
I gotta go use my new bidet.
All right, shut up, Noelle. I also want a bidet. God damn it!
I'm gonna go use my new bidet.
Why do you
boys.
guys want that, man? I feel like that'd be so
Bro,
weird.
I
man.
want to spray
It's
my
scary.
ass
I
up,
thought it was, man. It
Bro,
changed
I don't
my
want
life.
something sprayed up my
Bro,
ass.
it's
man.
fucking.
No, they cannot. Holy fuck, dude. All right, and we are back. Thank you guys for giving us that quick little break.
Baby is. Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, we're back.
Oh, what
shit.
the fuck?
Oh, my
You're
bad.
back.
Yeah.
All right, so next up we have out of character news to cover. Not really that much, honestly. Most of the stuff in this channel I'm not even going to talk about. There's really not a lot to talk about. One thing I did want to talk about is Jonathan going out of his way to hook up a bunch of people with Prio. That's awesome. It's great to see.
We love Jonathan.
Oh man, I'm back from using my bidet. Right. I'm so rich. I'm so
as
rich.
far as all the people that got
$3,
Prio, literally every single person that mentioned they got Prio out of this event, I had never heard of. So
yeah, I also hadn't heard of any of them, but that's also a good thing because that means that people are like out doing other things. It's actually kind of refreshing when you don't know people.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of people that got Prio.
Okay.
Like most of the Pedro.
Wait, Pedro got it?
Yeah.
Oh
Pedro.
shit. Okay, then maybe I didn't know the whole list.
Side effects. There's a couple other people though.
Side got it too?
Yeah, Kerm.
Okay,
Yeah.
apparently I do know some of the people. I just didn't get the full
A
list.
lot of people got it. A lot of people got some Prio.
I didn't know that. I only knew like
Me
4 or
and
5
Wicked are just sitting here. Me and Wicked are just sitting here like.
Wait, a lot of people got it, man.
Jay, check your DMs. Jay, check your DMs, bro. I literally just sent you a DM. Like I'm looking at you, it's just making me laugh, bro. I'm looking at your reaction to all of this, and it's making me crazy.
Wait. Wicked, you don't have any? You don't have any Prio?
No.
This whole time, I thought you had Prio.
Nope. I haven't ever had Prio.
If I'm being honest, I feel like there was a lot of big, a lot of obvious picks for this Prio event that got overlooked. Some of the people in this call,
like
I feel like
that's the pros and the con of having it, right? It's great. Jonathan looks out for the community. He goes out. Hey, who do you recommend for some Prio? But it's always some people are always going to be left out of it. You know what I mean?
Shit! I think.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it
Prio,
straight
man.
up. I'm just gonna say it. Whatever. It's not negative towards anybody, but I think 2 of the many people who have proven themselves on the server, not just in 3.0, but Wicked and 2.0. I mean, Wicked and Jay should 100% have Prio. Straight up, they put in more work than anybody. You have tiny hands. You don't matter.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here.
I'm just saying. No, like if you actually look
man.
at server influence, if you actually look at shit that involves the entire server, Wicked with his song Tommy T, literally the highest reference song.
That song has brought
pissed
more
off
eyes
CG. That's good.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Cap's
but like
on
Cap's
fucking
influence
whole record label.
Yeah, Cap was probably like the biggest influence next to OTT for a very, very, very long time.
The fact that Cap
when he did
like right now is just a travesty.
Like Cap and I have talked about this a lot, but Cap is the only reason why I'm on NoPixel. Like I was inspired by him to come to NoPixel to do music. When I was working a shitty job for rich people in Seattle where I was cleaning up their dog shit, I literally listened to his music to manifest me getting into NoPixel and getting into music. It's because of Jay that Oswald Tinkerman even fucking existed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Wicked, if I knew of Wicked's music, it would have been literally the same. Like these two have quite literally influenced the entire server, both out of character and in character. Not only that, but they're not toxic whatsoever. They've provided literally nothing but positive energy to the entire server. They 100% deserve it, probably more than a lot of people.
That's Cap, man. Hey, Jay called me a little bitch yesterday, and I'm still offended by it, man. So fuck Jay, man.
Well, did you deserve it? Did you deserve
at all,
it?
man. Nah, man. All I did was accidentally run him over with my car, man. I don't know what you're talking about, man. It was like, nah.
So
I agree with Zion. I agree with Zion that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree though. I agree.
Yeah,
the
fact that Lil Cap doesn't have Prio yet is still the biggest travesty.
Well, don't leave Wicked out of it because we do the shit on the same.
Because here's the thing that I've said. Like Zay said that I haven't done anything but spread positivity. Like I'm not perfect, innit? Like
no one is.
I'll disclose it here. It's an out of character podcast, but like I'll fully disclose. I I got recently. I wasn't involved in something, and it got me a 3-day ban for toxicity, and I could have been permabanned because toxicity is a very serious thing in the server. So to say that I've been a positive influence, like I'd love to say that I am, like, but I'm not perfect, and I feel like recently more than ever I've kind of just been letting myself get down about it, because it felt like when I see everyone around me who has been putting in the work, like I'm not like I'm not trying to call anyone out or anything, but like when I see people around me who just like get Prio, and that thing about like a lot of the people that got Prio on Twitter, like I was just seeing a bunch of retweets from people that I didn't really like ever interact with or know in the server getting Prio. Like it puts such a big down on me.
Oh, it does. Oh yeah.
And like getting to a point where like I feel, me personally, and this is like a personal thought that I haven't really disclosed this, but obviously like it's for times like these when I'd share these things. It's like I start to feel now, after a whole year of role playing, after a whole year of doing what I do, I start to feel now like it's kind of like they just don't think that I'm good enough, like kind of thing. And I like everyone else around me tells me like, oh, but you're this, you're that, you do this, you do that, you have this, you have that. But in my mind, it's like getting given Prio is something that's like it's a ritual. It's like it's more than just you can get in the server. For me, it's like the admins have taken a look at what you do. The people who run the server take a look at what you do, and they gave it that thumbs up. And from there, you have the confidence within yourself, like, I know what I'm doing is building something that is beneficial, not only for me, but for everyone else around me. And that's what I've wanted to do from day one, is just create something that will allow a collective to influence something bigger. And I can tell you right now, like 6 months ago when the Mandem were nothing, before anything, where we were just a group of boys that like, and I was saying like, listen, I want to make the Mandem thing a real thing. I want to make the Mandem thing a group. I want to make it official. To now where like we have a huge group, like we have some of the most influential people, like we're widely known. We have the custom chain, we have like the music, we have everything. And it feels like the UK scene in NoPixel is like literally the biggest rising thing right now. Like the amount of UK influence in the EU like resets has like tripled, quadrupled.
Because you got the Commonwealth
from
now too. That's a new group popping up too.
Yeah, and every single day that comes, I see more British people on the server. And a lot of people are like, yeah, that's due to Zaka. And I agree. Obviously, Zaka is the person that solidified all of this, the person that really allowed this to make it happen, to turn to put the back end into it, because he has his community. He's a widely known person. But the only reason he ever stayed for more than 1 week is because of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so hard.
I mean,
knowing
what's that phrase? It's a king can't win a war alone, right? So like, even if he might be a main contributor to those things happening, without the support of you guys with him, who knows what can happen. And you can't overlook the fact that Tommy T is that song is bigger than bigger than NoPixel at this point. It's like transcended the music scene of this server in a way that has reached people that
the most viral
hundreds of thousands of people who have heard that song who don't even know what NoPixel is, and they're hearing this song and they're going, who are these people it's singing about? And they do a Google search and they say, wait, what is this?
And it brings more eyes to NoPixel. Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I mean. A song that big does things to the server that are similar to what these big streamers coming in are doing. You know, you're bringing in a whole new audience that doesn't have any insight into this at all. And you're kind of opening a door like, hey, this thing exists. Come check us out.
Oh, here's
and
a
who
question,
knows
here's a
how many
question.
people come over, but they do.
I have a question for
well-
Cap. Oh, I'm sorry.
I just want to just throw one thing. It'll pivot into the topic, the main topic of the day. But I think genuinely, and I feel this for a lot of the people under Wu Chang that also deserve, Prio as well. And like I said, this isn't exclusive to us. But I think I don't think music RP is viewed as serious and as influential as it actually is. I don't think it's taken as seriously.
And hey, real quick, this is a great turning point. We're going to transition away from OOC news into our final main topic.
Well,
for today.
let Noelle ask his question real quick.
I had a question.
Yeah, go for it.
I just had a question for Cap and Wicked. All right. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this question, but basically it's, do you think you've been overlooked, or do you think you're missing something in your RP for the reason for not, having gotten Prio? Like, what do you think it is between the two of you?
Honestly, I think I've been overlooked.
You think just overlooked, like people just
100%.
They just haven't noticed
100%.
I think I've been overlooked.
Like, I bet there's people who
100.
assume he has Prio, and they just haven't.
I was going to say
check.
that I honestly think that some of the staff probably think both of them do have Prio.
Yep.
Obviously, I can't.
I mean,
speak for them,
I
but
just
I'm not
thought I thought
surprised.
Wicked had
Bro,
Prio.
I've had that happen to me too, where like I've walked up to my friends, and especially recently with the whole Han thing, how like he brought people and gave people Prio, and I've had people message me on Discord and stuff because I reached out to Han obviously via Twitter and DMs, and I had friends message me on Discord like, wait, you don't have Prio? I'm like no, bro, I've been struggling to on the train for over a year now, man. I think recently it's been, my RP's been pretty good. But I don't think back then 100% when I was like new, because like No Pixel was kind of basically one of my first RP servers. So like I don't know, man. I think in my opinion too, I kind of got overlooked. I feel like, especially with like, I don't know, maybe a standards or something, with like, I feel like I vibe with so many people that got Prio, right? And I've hung out with so many people that got Prio, and like to get so many DMs of like my friends saying, yo, you don't got Prio, what the heck? Like what's going on? Like I didn't know that. I've got like literally like over 10 DMs from friends saying that. It's like, I agree with Wicked, man. It's a shitty feeling because like, working so hard on like a character and stuff like that, and just trying to grind your way, and then just having to wait 8 hours on the train, man, it fucking sucks. So I feel both of you guys, especially.
You agree with Lil Cap on that? You think you were overlooked? So you agree with Cloudy and Lil Cap? Or do you think it's
No. Nah. I don't think it's a matter of me being overlooked at this point. Because I have a feeling that like management knows who I am. I have a feeling that like they have seen, they've heard about me. They at least know about the music that I've created.
True.
They might not know it to an extensive. They might not know it to an extensive point, and they might have not interacted with me enough to know like how my character is apart from the music. But I feel like I've been feeling like this for a long time. I just feel like recently more than ever, it's been really fucking hard for me. Like personally, it's been really fucking hard for me because being in a group that's like all of my people, like Zerka has Prio, Moose has Prio, Dean has Prio, Nelok has Prio. These are all of the Manda members. Every one of them has Prio except for me and Clutch, Eli Porter. And like there's days where I see everything happening and I come back, and like the day that I can get in is usually like a day where I haven't had any sleep, and like my sleep schedules are fucked up because I'm trying to wake up at 7 a.m. because like that's the only time I'm gonna get in. But recently it's been nice, but like that's how it was for me, and it was just fucking me up. And then and on top of that, like the days that I would get in, nothing would happen. Like it'd be like the days where I don't really want to play, I don't really feel like streaming, and I just get in and like there's nothing happening. We're just driving around for 7 hours, and I'm just basically trying to catch up on everything that I've missed. And then the next day, I won't make it in, and 7 different fucking things will happen, and I'll just be there. Well, like my character didn't influence anything of this, and it just feels like my group is moving on. They're all doing things. They're all moving forward.
Left behind.
Not even that. I just feel like a nuisance. I feel like I'm just dragging my own group behind, because every time that I'm there, it's like, yo, we gotta catch Dwayne up on like the last 2 weeks of shit that's been happening. And then we have to give him some money because he's down bad all the fucking time. And I come in from one time, and my character's pretty hot-headed, and my character's like become such an icon and such a like distinguishable personality in the server to those who know me, as well as those who ran into me. And it's kind of like I'm there, and it will create shit, and then I'm not there to deal with the repercussions of what I've created. And it makes me feel like shit. It literally makes me feel like...
I get what you're saying, man. It's hard to follow storylines too when you don't have Prio.
It's hard to build those long-lasting, important narratives when you're around so sporadically. And then, like you said, you know, sometimes you get in unideal times, and you kind of just have to force yourself to get on there and try to make something out of nothing. But the thing is that your mental state, especially your alertness, how tired you are, that type of stuff, plays a huge role in the quality of roleplay. I know for me, for example, if I'm super tired, or you know, if my mental isn't there 100%, I'm just my roleplay is just not there either. So it's like when you don't have Prio and you're at the mercy of the train to get in, a lot of times you're going to be in times where you're not 100% mentally, and it's like then you're having to kind of like. And then the thing is that every time you get in is so important because you're trying to prove yourself. You're trying to prove that you deserve Prio. But then you're coming in sleep deprived, tired, not motivated. And it's like, how do you show that 110% quality while you haven't slept, or, you know, it's not a good time for you or whatever? Like,
I used to do 2 to 3 storms in a row, legitimately.
You could get in, you kind of have to.
So hard, man. But because like Wiked said, bro, it's like, dude, having no going on, and even you, Double A, having no sleep going on, trying to RP, and you got these people that, you know, you vibe with, like, you know, Mandem, like you said, Mandem has a lot of Prio. Like, these people are up and at them. Their sleep is good, you know, because they don't gotta grind like the people with no Prio do anymore, really, right? So you're with a bunch of energetic people, but you're not energetic because you're like, damn, I've been up for this long because I've been trying to get on the train, and I've been stuck on the train, and now my mood's kind of killed. My dogs are barking like crazy. I don't know if you hear it, but
tiny hands.
You're like, your mood's kind of killed. You're not as energetic as you'd like to be, and it's hard to show your full extent of the RP that you can provide because even for me, man, I'll be going to bed at like 6 p.m. some days, and that's like not. I hate going to bed at 6 p.m., man, because it's like fuck. Like,
because you gotta wake up for the server reset.
I woke up at 9 p.m. today.
9 p.m.
Woke up at 9 p.m. and I've been like just playing a couple games until 7. Got in at 7, and I've been awake since, and now I'm here. And
now let me ask you guys with no Prio this: if you all have kind of at different points kind of told me that you have fucked up sleep schedules, right? Do you think that if you had Prio? Well, I mean,
fucking fixed.
Let's be real. You've gone through that cycle of fucking up your sleep schedule and then fixing it like
and then fixing it and then fucking it up again.
Yeah. But answer me this: if you guys had Prio and you can wake up whenever you want, would you still have sleep cycle issues?
No.
Yes.
How do you think that?
Yes.
I don't think so. Because
I've dealt with it all my life.
Can I speak from experience? Before I got Prio, I had the same horrible sleep schedule as all you guys did. Literally, me getting Prio allowed me to get 8 hours of sleep again. Because otherwise, I was just awake whenever I got off the train.
That's literally me. Yeah,
like
I think it would
around the train. Yeah,
I don't think it would. I don't think that's a kind of like a weird question. I don't think it would fix my sleep schedule to where I'm like waking up at a decent time and stuff, but it would help me get sleep, if that makes sense. Like, I would actually be able to.
You have some sort of schedule.
I would be able to feel well rested because knowing I could just get up whenever I want and get on the train and I'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because the problem right now for you is that when you're awake in the middle of a tsunami, you almost feel obligated to ride that tsunami all the way out to the end, right?
Yep.
Because it's like, I don't know when I'm going to wake back up.
I don't.
Yeah.
So you'll just log out 2 hours into a tsunami.
Yeah,
You'll
Cap's
log out
already at
2
a
hours
point where
into a
he's like,
tsunami.
nah.
It does depend now. Yeah, I'm at that
like
point
at this,
too.
At this point, it's like I know that I have to keep going. Like I have to keep going, but like if I can't do it, I'm just like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, I
like
get you,
I
man.
can't. I gotta go. Like I can't do this.
The thing is, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's it.
Well, the thing is, the reason why I stopped, because I start at 8 a.m. every morning, pretty much every morning, right? And then like I carry on until like 2-3 p.m. And then I don't start to feel tired. I just know that I deal with a lot of mental health issues. I deal with anxiety on the daily. I have complex PTSD. That shit fucks me every day. And if I feel just a tiny bit anxiety, meanwhile streaming an RP, and I just know that it's time to go offline, and just do something else, because like I can't be pushing myself to another unhealthy limit just because I'm not able to log on whenever I feel like. I still gotta prioritize my health over anything else, and like so like when people are like saying, oh, don't go off now, oh, it's still early, don't go off now, like it doesn't really like speak to me, because I gotta think about how I feel, because I don't want to end up in a really bad spot like I already have been throughout this year, because of the server, and because of streaming, and because of like trying to balance all this shit. Like the price I've paid because of the server is so much more than I've gotten back. Like, sure, I have a career now on Twitch and I have a career in music, but I don't speak to my mom. I barely be my friends anymore, because this room, these four walls, that's what I'm in every day. I wake up, work, go to sleep.
Preach that shit.
Well,
man.
you remember, Cap,
Preach
you
that
remember
shit,
what
bro.
I gave up and everything to be here. Everything.
I've given up a lot of
I moved
shit too,
across
man.
the country. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean,
literally, it was rough.
I do got to say, I think all of you in this call will have Prio eventually. It's just a matter of being consistent and doing what you normally do around the right people. That's really it. I think it's just a matter of time before you're yourself. You're doing your regular old things that you do every day, and you do them in front of the right person. I think it's just a matter of time. It's just, you need to be consistent. Don't give up. Keep doing what you do. And you'll get noticed sooner or later. I think I am 100% confident that all three of you will have Prio at some point or another. 100%.
But to take it back to like Noel's question, of whether I feel like, wait, I don't know, was it you that asked me that question?
Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
Whether I feel like
overlooked or
show some love, chat.
Like there's another thing that like that takes a fuck. I think I forgot it now. Fuck. Wait, hold on. I got it. I remember it. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh shit, man.
You got it.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I think another thing that takes a huge part in that answer is just the way I am. I'm someone, like, I've always been my worst critic when it comes to everything. Like especially when it comes to the music. It's what drives me to do better. It's what motivates me to get my ass out and actually start doing shit. And I know Cap understands that, because I've collaborated with him multiple times, so I know that he's the same. But like the fact that I am my worst critic when it comes to these type of things, it fucks with my head so much, because it's like I end up feeling like I end up saying like I end up like answering that question because of the way I feel is different. Like Cap says he's been overlooked. Me and Cap think alike in a lot of ways. So I feel like my answer should actually be that I have been overlooked. But because I'm my own worst critic, because I'm the person who will criticize myself the heaviest.
You think
I will turn around and then say that it's my fault. It's something that I'm doing wrong. I'm not doing something that's like worthy of Prio. They're not seeing something that I need to show, or like I need to try better and do something better. And it's like literally an endless loop of like, what do I do? Yeah, it gets bad, especially nowadays more than ever.
Can I add just one last thing, because I know Double A wants to, Aaron wants to get moving on to the next topic, but just one thing. I just want to say one thing, something that got me Prio, and you guys can take this or leave it. I've told Cap this before. Is when I didn't have Prio, every fucking second I had on the server, I tried to create something that would create Prio whenever create RP whenever I wasn't on the server. So like, for instance, Cap has this one song that I've been telling him to finish because the song would create RP even when he's not there. Why you never call me back song. That song can relate to so many people on the server whenever they call somebody and they don't get a call back, and that it would become a fucking meme. And people be like, who made that song? Cap made that song. My podcast created RP when I wasn't even on the server. And that's the best thing that I could say. That's my best piece of advice to anybody, is if you can create RP even when you're not even on the fucking server, you're gonna get noticed. And that's it. That's all I have, because that's what got me there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether or not it happens, I guess in the long run is just up to it. It's up to that.
Yeah. I think like like a lot of people were saying, it's still is hard, because like getting into those storylines and feeding into that stuff, regardless of if we want to do it or not. I mean, obviously all of us want to create RP, whether we're in or out the city, right? Like we all want to have an influence on the city when we're out the city. It's just, I think, especially with the people that don't have Prio, that obviously deserve Prio, Wiked and Cap both.
Yep.
I think it's hard, especially as of now, man. Like with the whole, like the Jonathan thing was in my opinion, another double-edged sword, because you see all these people get Prio and you're happy for them, but at the same time, the people that didn't get Prio just feel like shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, damn, what did I do wrong?
But the thing about it is that goes back to what I was saying, is like, I don't think music RP is taken as seriously as it should. I don't think I got
100%.
Prio for my music.
100%. I think music RP should be taken a lot more serious.
Like, I don't think I did. I think it was from the stupid interactions I had with people at Burger Shot.
Honestly, at this point already, right? Like Wiked and Cap's music have already created RP.
They're fucking massive. They're like literally the biggest artists.
I charted on Spotify.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, bro. All right, Wiked.
At this point, they already did that. They've already created
exactly,
shit that creates RP,
and they've done it more than once. They have done it more than once. So when you do it over and over and over again, you get to the point where you're like, damn, well, I'm doing all that I can, and you're like, fuck, man.
What are you doing wrong, kind of thing. I think at this point, I guess maybe overlooked. Like that's it. Like that's all it can be, right? Like
that's what I'm thinking, is because like, what I've been doing recently, especially like because I've been down too about the shit, but I've just been like, at this point, man, I'm just doing what I enjoy, man. Like the boosting shit, like I enjoy it, so I'm doing it. If I get Prio, I'll get it, man. But like, especially thinking about it like too much, like me especially, like I've been thinking about it a lot. The last couple days, I've just been ignoring it, and I felt a lot better about like myself personally. It's just,
to be honest,
it's just
that's when I got my Prio.
I'm just going with the flow, man. I'm just going with the flow, enjoying myself, bro.
When I gave up trying, when I gave up giving a fuck, and I was just like, fuck it, like it is what it is. Literally, the moment I did that, I swear to God, 2 weeks later, we had.
I mean, me and Jay had a thing that we wanted to do, like the little moped gang thing, and I still want to do that personally because
someone already stole our idea. It's
I know, I saw that, but nah. You know what? Fuck all that, man. Our mopeds are gonna be back. We'll do it with fucking something else, man. We'll do it with Outlaws. We'll do it with Outlaws, man. But like the thing is, I want to do something like that still. We just never really got the time to, because like our schedules were conflicting. you were around and I wasn't around. I was around, you weren't around, and like I think that's another issue too. Is like we wanted to get that storyline pushed, but we can't. We can't get into the city at the same time, and when we do,
then someone stole the idea.
Someone stole the idea, man. It was the same with the storage lockers. I was talking to Bobby about it the next fucking day. There's storage locker advertisements on the yellow pages. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, I had everything planned out. I was writing shit down on my little my Microsoft Word. I was writing stuff down. And the next day, the fucking storage thing comes out. I'm like, well, fuck, man. Like, I could have had this done today, but I couldn't get into like. It's rough, man. It's rough. So I feel Wicked and Cap 100%, like 110%, man. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the argument that I think makes the most sense for them is that they have a musical legacy to the point where they're getting people to join the server who wouldn't normally be here, and more people on the server is a net positive for the server. Who knows, the people that might have joined the server because of these guys' music might be the next Kyle, might be the next Medi. You know what I mean? Like, the people that are joining the server right now might be the next Burn, and they wouldn't be here without these guys' music. So like, when you think about the people that the music is reaching, there's no argument that makes sense against the immense amount of RP these guys are making just by having people join the server. I mean, it's a net benefit to
That's why I said it's the worldwide influence. You know what I mean?
That's Cap though, man. Look at Tommy T, bro. Millions of play, bro. That's worldwide. That's a worldwide track, man. Like, I don't even care about myself, bro. But it disappoints me that Wicked and Cap don't have Prio, man. Because like, they've done a lot more shit than I have, and it's like they still don't have Prio. So like, what, like, fuck, like,
you, innit?
what does that mean for me, man? Like, like shit.
For me, I feel like this. Sure, No Pixel is where I am right now, but I don't see myself on No Pixel next year. Like, at the end of next year, I'm probably not gonna be there. I'm focused on the future.
What if you get Prio?
Like, probably still.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Music. He's
I don't know where I'm gonna be in a year. So
I guess we can't. Yeah, a year from now is a long time.
Can't really plan that far. I mean, the rumors are Rockstar is going to pull the plug under 5M whenever they release GTA.
Man, that's been rumored.
There's no way they can even. How can they even pull the plug on 5M?
Because they own they're letting 5M be 5M. They could just instantly be like, hey,
supposedly
we don't
there's
want
some
you to
type
do that
of
anymore.
I mean, if they do that, they I mean, to be fair,
they're killing their own.
The rumor is they want
killing
to do
their own
themselves.
fucking game.
Yeah, they're killing their own shit. Yeah.
It's literally the biggest thing.
The only reason there's eyes on GTA right now is because of RP.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
I mean,
what was that last topic though?
Yeah, what was that like? Yeah.
Well, the last topic was the music scene on the server, and just everyone's thoughts on it.
Some things to say.
We've basically kind of been talking about it already for the last little bit, but essentially, what are you guys' thoughts on the music RP on the server right now? Do you think it's being overlooked? Do you think it's getting stale? Do you think more support would make the music pop off more? What do you guys think? We'll start with you, Lil Cap. What do you, Jay? What do you think about the music scene on the server? And do you think it could be improved?
Honestly, I haven't been around since earlier than the start of 3.0. So I've only seen the 3.0 scene. I haven't seen the 2.0 scene, how it was. I haven't even seen clips, nothing.
There was like no music.
I was a musician in 2.0, and I was
OTT was like the one that
OTT was it was him and
I know.
Yeah, D Money. I don't know who the hell that was, but yeah, fuck D Money, honestly.
So basically, I was a part of the start of the huge boom of the music scene. And you can tell because the artists that were making the music at during like early 3.0, like back in March and like those months, you see it in the numbers, you see it in the stats, you see how it was performing compared to how it is now. That only the established artists that were established back then are still the established ones. I don't see too many new artists coming in and making the same amount of shockwave as we did back at the start.
Why do you think that is?
because the attention spans of listeners and viewers and fans, it dies out. The music scene was an interesting thing, because I remember when I came in, everyone was doing like, well, at that point it was just OTT and just a few more. Then I came in and started doing my thing, and more people came in and started doing their thing, and it was just a wide variety of sound, not just one sound, not just like focus on one thing. And like, I know when I started making music, I changed it. I didn't make music about the server specifically, and I saw the success in my music, and it kept on going. But then the scene slowly started dying because people like left the server. People were tired of just putting in the work without getting anything back, and I don't know, like the only way to fix it honestly is just like implement more ways of like playing the music, I guess. Like
that I don't think the tapes are gonna do it. Like, I think if they can make it so you can listen to in-server music in the car.
And
NX's
NX's idea was so good, man, and I really still hope something like that gets pushed through, because even being able to play stuff on your phone, dude, and the artists get paid. And
there's an app that's there's
Pixelcast.
Yeah, that was a thing in 2.0.
It's,
and
this version of it, if I'm just gonna be hands down, this isn't me trying to sound like a dick or whatever, but this version of Pixelcast is fucking awful. It is literally a $50 script that literally anyone can buy. And it's built,
it could be worked on. Like
it can be worked on 100%. I would not take it seriously at all.
If it can get turned into an app that can be used on your phone in character,
it's not a written code that is usable.
The reason I liked NX's so much is because I saw the artists were getting a lot of money from it.
Well, not only that,
but numbers were just like made up, man.
Yeah, you think so? You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, you like the numbers for how much an artist would get would be based on how like the admin's discretion. Because in order for this to be implemented in the first place, for it to be an app on the phone, it obviously needs to get admin approval.
Yeah.
And then if the admins look at the app and go like, well, these guys are getting shit tons of fucking money just for playing music, they're gonna be like, nah, go fuck yourself. Like, nah, this definitely isn't happening. You know what I'm saying? So they it would definitely be revised numbers. Like, it would have been revised.
It would be
numbers.
balanced.
But either way,
like
I personally, my character is heavily backing Pixelcast and has been from day, purely because I've interacted with Chris and Pixelcast since 2.0.
Yeah.
He's
to me,
to me it doesn't really matter about the quality of the product, because I know that the quality of the person doing it is he's on point.
It's golden. Yeah,
he's on point. He's on point with it. He creates RP. He makes a lot of friends. He's a very he becomes like a widely known person, and I've seen him come in twice and just bang, like all of a sudden, like he's making connections. It's like, yeah, Pixelcast off the ground. He does his own thing.
Yep, he's got his boy Kevin there at his back. Kevin back.
Who the fuck is Kevin?
No, I agree with Wiked on this. It's the app or the website might not be where it is now, but it can get there.
It can get there.
You're
exactly.
investing in the person.
Who gives a fuck about the current website? Like, that doesn't matter at all.
I think
it's just a beta, and it's literally
probably
just a beta.
be the only
fact that he's even
person
trying
that
to do something
disagrees
like
on a
this
lot of this
big
stuff.
Matters to me.
I think one of the reasons anything is dying in terms of RP is, I'm gonna be honest, man, the economy is just like, there's so many fucking people grinding, bro. Like, grinding on an RP server, man, and even me, man, I fell victim of it. Like, I got a fucking car, but I wish I could have this car with a little bit less grinding, man, and it feels like they're pushing towards grinding more than like actually, and it sucks.
I feel like if you could have what you wanted for less work, there'd be more RP that happens, because instead of you working to pay off a car, now you get to bring your car and show it off at a car show. Or
imagine how many people would be at Dean World and stuff like that instead of out hunting and fishing. Like,
that's why I enjoyed public so much, because no one gave a fuck about money. You would do one house robbery, you would have 40K in your bank, bro. Like, no cap. Like,
exactly. And it's like,
it doesn't need to be that bad, neither like that. I mean, that good.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
It just needs to be to a point where it's like, if I get on the server, I drive around for a little bit, I see people, as opposed to, oh, nobody's around. Gee,
where the hell is everybody?
Yeah. But so
Yeah.
when it comes to the current economy, whether you're increasing payouts or you're lowering the cost of the things that are available, they both kind of are, the same thing, right? Whether things
think
are
the
cheaper or you're
asset
making
fees,
more
bro.
money.
Man, these
But
fucking
really,
asset
I
fees.
think. But so the argument behind either lowering the costs of everything or raising the income of everything, the argument is, oh, well, then it'll be too easy to have, some of this crazy premium stuff like a high end sports car, and then everyone will have one, right? Like, how silly would it be for every random person to have an Audi R8? Like, wouldn't that make?
That's why you make them limited, man. Why you make them limited?
Well, I think instead of limiting, why not, instead of gatekeeping the item behind a shitload of grinding, why not gatekeep it behind RP? Maybe
that's what I was mentioning.
Particular missions. Maybe the car is pretty cheap, but it requires, a couple tokens, in order to buy it. And these tokens are manually given out by people who give people missions, and you have to do a mission to earn a token, and you need 3 tokens.
Literally sounds like an MMO.
I mean,
dude, at that point,
but you could flavor it kind of however you want.
Look with your third eye, and you will get the quest for $500.
But at the end of the day, what it would do is make it where you don't need to go out and do all this grinding shit in order to buy the things that you want to buy that you think fit your character. You would be able just to get those through natural roleplay, right? And being able to earn things through roleplay, I think is such a, so for example, if you look at the buggy that Mr. K got, right? Like he didn't pay anything for that buggy. Or I think maybe he paid something for it, but he got the buggy through badass roleplay. And like, that's what I think those type of things should be gated behind, and not necessarily a currency that's earned through grinding, right? So like, okay, yeah, you could buy this cool car by going out and spending dozens and dozens of hours not role playing, essentially. Or, if there was some system that didn't require so much manual, because obviously the Mr. K thing was a lot of like dev involvement and stuff. They can't do that for everyone, but that's why I was saying some type of token system or something, some type of system where you can work towards a car through role play that's gate kept, kind of like what they're doing with the tuner shop, right? They're not just selling, even if you have the money and the GNE to buy a car, you can't just go in there and buy one. Like, you have to role play with these people and make a name for yourself and this and that. And I think that is where that's where, like, so imagine this. Imagine there's a store where all the items are $1. Like, you could go in and buy a sandwich or a med kit for $1, but you have to role play with a player who is running the store, right? You go in and you greet them and you chat with them, and he manually sells you the item, kind of like Dean's World, right? All the Dean World item are cheaper than the store.
I'm a dummy because I'm not following. I'm not following like how an RP system would help you get $1 million vehicle.
Man, fuck $1 million vehicles, man.
Let me break it down for you, Noelle. Right now, how do you get $1 million vehicle?
You
be
make
a
money.
grinder.
You grind for it, okay?
Yeah.
Now, what if instead that
Like me.
car only cost $50,000, but was locked behind roleplay?
I don't
Okay,
think for the tuner
That
shop.
doesn't make sense to me though.
I don't
What's up?
think the tuner shop specifically, when it came out, they said something very specific about the fact that not anyone and their mother's just going to be able to pull up and get a tuner car. You need to have some sort of like reputation or be known towards the tuner shop, or at least have some sort of credentials that will show that you're not just any random who just pulls up with like 3 million. Yeah, I want this car. So I'm pretty sure they already gatekeep it behind RP.
Yeah, they're already
That's
doing
exactly
that. Yeah, and that's why.
But I'm saying you can take that same mindset and extend it to things that aren't high-end tuner cars. Like the sandwich example. You can buy a sandwich for super cheap from a gas station, but the downside.
That's what Burger Shot is, no?
Yeah, I mean it exactly. That's what I'm saying. That those type of things are great examples of, here's a good item for cheap, but it's locked behind roleplay. You have to go into Burger Shot. You got to talk to the dude at the counter. You have to role play with him to get that better item for cheaper. And I feel like
I'm starting to pick up. I'm starting to pick up
philosophy of locking things behind roleplay and not money is good and would solve a lot of these economy issues if things were cheaper, or if you made more money. Either one, they both accomplish the same thing. And instead, getting those items were locked behind roleplay and not grinding money.
That's why I've been going to the booths lately, is because like it's just like it's enjoyable. Like, sure, I can go to the fucking store and go and get 10 bandages. Like, I have enough money for it, but I enjoy talking to people at the booths and like supporting their businesses and stuff. And it's just like it's a lot more fun than just going and talking to NPC Ravi, who's like, thank you. Yeah, I like whatever he says. What does you fucking say? I don't even know.
You're telling me.
You're telling me. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know Wicked's take on this. What do you think is going on with the economy? Like, what's your opinion? How does it feel for you? How do you think it's affecting everybody?
I feel like everything that's happening has been premeditated, and they knew. Like the admins know exactly what they're doing. The management know exactly what they're doing. They've run 2 previous models that have had their flaws and have had their strong points, and I feel like the economy right now, it's like they did it to a T, to a point where when it started, everyone was fucking broke. No one could make any money whatsoever. When 3.0 first came around, I remember it was a fucking fest. You got 1 3-star red, you got $7,000. You were fucking over the moon. You were fucking crying.
Rich.
You were fucking rich. Like, oh my days, that was insane. And then they turned it up. They just turned it up, and then they turned it up again, and then they turned it up once more, to a point where everyone and their dad was just rolling around hitting bank after bank after bank, and every single bank was like hit at all times.
Yeah, and then
and you'd have to wait for one to like be open so that you could go hit it. And the jewelry store was getting hit, and CG was going around fucking wiping PD, and then fucking hitting a bobcat with Volt afterwards, and then fucking Clean Boys was selling meth to 80% of the gangs of the cities, and they were making millions, and then the gangs were making millions, and then all of a sudden the tuna shop comes out, boom, everything gone. You want this tuner car, you want these lifestyle, you want this thing that you guys thought you could get so easily. You man didn't think about the future, and you man just literally spent all your money.
Yeah.
And you literally speed run the RP. And the ones that speed run, they're the ones that got absolutely fucked with all of this shit. Because I can tell you right now, the ones that hoarded their money, their $1 million that they hoarded is literally worth 10 times more than it was worth before the tuna shop came out.
That is true. I could see
people who stack GNE though, they got absolutely fucked. And I think the crashing of the GNE market was something that the admins did that would probably, like, it feels like the crashing of the GNE market was something that wasn't meant to happen. Like, that's what it feels like. But it feels like at the same time they purposely crashed it, because they saw how the boosting became, and they saw what happened with the boosting, and they were like, nah, man, and the racing scene as well. And I feel like if you give it like couple weeks, let everyone else slowly start to trickle back in, come back to the RP, you see a lot of the familiar faces, and then you're literally one day you're gonna pull up, you wake up, it's fucking carnage. Everyone's like, oh my god, banks have been changed. Oh my god, we can hit banks again. Oh my god, we can hit Volt again. Oh my god, crypto's worth 700,000 times more. Oh my god, it's like everyone's fucking rich again. And then boom, just like that, it's gonna happen again. Back to nothing. And like it's a realistic simulation of the economy, and it's how it is.
That is true.
That's a good point. I never considered that. But here's one thing that I think the current model does really well. Everyone talks about, oh well, grinding sucks, grinding bad, blah blah blah. But you know what grinding does? It gives you something that you can wake up and do consistently for long periods of time, right? We're talking about people who wake up 8+ hours every single day. They play No Pixel as their job. They need things to do that are going to take a long ass time. Okay. So when you talk about grinding, it gives people activities that they can do long term for long periods of time and stay engaged, stay focused, actually have something to like keep them busy. Right. I think that's kind of I think that's the biggest strong point to having grindable things, is that it gives you stuff to do. Like, you're never bored, right? If you're bored, you'd be like, well, you know what? I'm going to go chop, or I'm going to go fish, or I'm going to go hunt, or I'm going to go this, I'm going to do that. Like, you always have so many different options and choices and things to do. And I think that's the biggest benefit to our current system.
Add something to that. When you're grinding, I think the problem with grinders, so to speak, is like people who just go from one grind to another with no interaction in between. You know, it doesn't have to be like that, right? When people go fishing, and if you go fishing to grind all day, if you're over there in the corner and there's a group of people over here fishing, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You could be over there fishing
it
right
depends
next
on
to
the
the other
person.
people.
Yeah.
You could be fishing with the group with them, you know what I'm saying? Having conversations, maybe getting into some more RP. Maybe that conversation could lead you to something cool later on. But if you're just fishing in the corner, or if you're hunting by yourself, or you're chopping by yourself, and you're not doing the in-between shit, then that's when it becomes like this fucking no RP. That's when you're driving around the city looking for people.
Right.
Left.
Mm.
You know
We
what I
just
mean?
build different. Right.
Yeah, I like honestly, the one thing that really made me comprehend how the admins, how the management see the system for making money. In 2.0, they used to have the weed runs. I don't know if anyone with 2.0 remembers the weed runs, but they like it was this process. So you went to a farm, you picked dry bud, wet bud, and then you'd go down to a location that's close to that farm
near
and
the
then
lighthouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'd have one person packaging it and one person drying it.
Yep.
And you'd need to have two different people because there'd be a cooldown between the different process, so one person couldn't grind it by himself.
Yeah.
But like that shit for me was the best thing that I could ever have, because at the end of 2.0, when it was like no one gave a fuck anymore, everyone was just waiting for 3.0. Literally, what I did was I went 2 days straight in a row straight to that farm. I grinded my ass off. Yes, I became a filthy little grinder. Yeah, I did that. Like no cap, I did it. But I made money so much so that for the next whole week, I spent the whole week just literally like I bought a new car, painted it gold so that everyone in the city, when I saw a gold ass fucking car driving around, they knew it was me. Like I spent the whole fucking rest of the week just like creating so much fun. Like just having so much funny scenarios, having shit happen, just doing a show and putting out like a 20k prize for whoever can dress the best kind of outfit thing, like 20k that's gone. Buy a little AK because you got beef with one random don and you fucking just go on a mad spree and you shoot him down. Shit happens, one beef thing. Yeah, that was there. Like I bought a car and got into multiple chases with the police, so much so that like I couldn't drive around with the same car at that point in 2.0 because I would drive down the road, a cop would see a gold car instantly, flip a Yui, here he comes. Like and it like I grinded for 2 days and it would give me money for the whole week. And that there is some like, although it's something that's good, the admins, the management, they completely despised the weed running. They did not like that shit. Hence why it's not a thing in 3.0. And I feel like that right there, that's the disconnect between like us who just want to have some money so that we can not have to worry and then we can go on and do the role play instead of having to worry about it 24/7. But they want it to be a balance of you having to mind what you do, so you have to watch what you do, so you're not always going around on fucking demon time 24/7.
That's a good point.
You also have to like manage your funds, manage your assets, decide whether it's really worth the financial cost of doing what you want to do. If you want to go right out on that guy, you get caught and you catch those charges, that's going to be fines for you. And that's something that I feel like the admins are really trying, like the management team are really trying to capitalize on right now. The risk versus rewards.
When you put it like that, imagine if everybody was able to buy their favorite car like within a couple days of grinding.
It would look like a public server. It would look like a fucking non-whitelist server, bro.
It would be chaos. But everybody would be like, "Oh, I got everything I wanted to grind for. Let's go hit a bank. Jewelry store. Like it would just be chaos. Cops would lose their fucking mind.
Now, like, I can tell you for a fact, fam, the current system of how feds keep on ass fucking everyone in their way is really, really fucking me up. Like so much so that like I OOC, like I have to remove myself from my character and be like, my character he has these characteristics. That's how I have to play things. But out of character, I'm thinking, yo, this could be detrimental to my fucking bank account. This could be detrimental to my whole fucking Twitch career. Like I almost caught the nines. Like, and it's shit like that literally it forces your character to either change. Something has to change because you can't stay like that. Because if you stay like that, your consequences are gonna way overshadow like your benefits.
Yeah.
So it forces you to create a balance. And right now, that's why a big thing that I'm struggling with, because my character gets his content mainly from just going on demon time, doing the stupid shit that he does. But then there's a balance because I can't just go around shooting feds all fucking day because I will catch 30k fines every single fine after time after time after time. Like I could shoot down 4 feds and I'll feel like, yeah, that's it. But
Just
the moment your car goes down, you're fucked. That's it. You're done.
Just get away, forehead. Just get away, man.
I have 2 things to add to this. First thing is that I was dealing with a lot of those like thoughts where like I took a step back and I was reflecting on like, oh wow, I'm losing this and I'm losing that and I'm blah 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 blah. When I've talked to Noelle a lot about this, and I've said that the day I started not seeing the W's and losses and anything, like now I don't give a fuck. Find me 120,000. I don't give a flying fuck. It's content. I'm laughing at it. Send me in for the nights. Don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, do whatever as long as both sides are like
having
entertained
fun.
and are having fun. I'm fine with it. I don't care because like at the end of the day, it's all about creating fun RP and content for both sides when you're on NoPixel. NoPixel it's called a content server these days for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not a server where it's like, oh, I lost this amount of money. They took my car into the impound. I can't afford to take it out. I'm going in for the nights. They found all the weed. They raided my warehouse. They're taking all my shit. It's like that's not content.
It's pixels, man. Like it's all good as long as like I'd rather have fun than care about pixels, bro. Like if I think about it, like if I lost my R8, sure, I'd be fucking. It would suck. But at the end of the day, if like some crazy content came out of it, fuck it, right? Like, who gives a shit? You know, if
exactly,
like, it's pixels, man. I could get an R8 again down the road if I really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, bro.
I could get whatever I want down the road, but if I care, especially like recently, like I've just cared a lot more about like making sure everybody's having fun because if somebody like I could be having fun, but somebody else could not be having fun, and that's like the worst feeling ever, you know, because I don't want somebody around me to just not have fun because that might deter them from wanting to interact with me again, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
it's like that. Ever since I dropped the WL ratio, like that whole thing.
Ratio.
Now, the whole thing. Like now, when I started doing getaways, like a few months back up until now.
Yeah, but I've been now, don't you?
Oh man, I've loved it. I've loved it. Like
you let go of that WL mentality, dude. It's just it's more fun for the cops, more fun for you. And the cops, you'll know it in the RP because they'll. If you're molding now, you're gonna get some shit RP from them. But if you're like, you pieces of shit, you pigs, you know what I'm saying? And you're RP with them, it's fucking great. It's fun. It's a back and forth. Man, that WL mindset. Not only that, but here's something else I'm gonna touch on. That WL mindset will create toxic chats. If you're always in it for the W, dude, your chat is going to be in the W with you. And then they're going to find every excuse why you didn't get it. It's always their fault. It's that cop's fault. It's that guy's fault. And then all of a sudden, that's how toxic chat hoppers get. Like, dude, the WL mindset needs to just go. Just have fun with the RP. Don't give a fuck about the W. Don't give a fuck about the L. Have fun. Just try it. You know what I'm saying? Just go with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
here's the other
roll
thing.
with the punches, man. Roll with the punches, man.
Go back. If we go back to this whole weed thing, this is a very recent thing. They have royally fucked up weed runs now. Like,
yeah, they've had it. They've
They
had
have
it strains and
fucked it,
shit,
man.
bro. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Well,
with
I
that
mean, they
Bro.
made it a lot easier to do.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
did
easier,
they?
but like, yeah, but the amount of shit that like you get, it's next to nothing.
It's
Like max rep.
25%
Yeah,
less
well,
per run. You still
Yeah.
clean.
still.
Some people are suspecting you clean more now.
I think that might be true.
That
You
might be
don't.
true.
Well,
gotta test
No.
it.
No, that
Based
might
on
be
the
true.
based on the
We-
numbers I've seen, you clean more now.
Yeah,
than you
I
did
think you
before.
do because weed runs used
But
to
you
not
make
clean.
less
Like,
off the money.
They
used to
clean
clean like-
like
Yeah.
once every 3 sales.
yeah, they
Yeah.
clean like 40 bands.
Less
Like,
than
and
auction.
now I did one. I forget when it was, but I cleaned like 90 bands. Like it was
Dude.
like an oxy run, basically.
Oxy runs are cleaning over
Mm.
100 bands now.
Yeah, but dude, it's so disgusting to do a fucking oxy run, bro.
Bro,
When I do that, I
can't
feel like a
stand them,
disgusting
man.
human being,
I
man.
can't stand oxy runs, man.
Why do you think Oxy got that stigma attached to it? Is it just kind of a community mindset type of thing? Like you think it's a
it
it was
scapegoat?
just
Bro,
it
it
was
was
just
it's like the weed runs in 2.0. Like there was people who did that shit like religiously as a form to get money because they
Yeah.
knew they dedicated a couple hours of their time into doing it. But once they did it, they'd have the money. And it's the same thing for Oxy, but it's just in a different form factor. So the community looks down on that. That's the
I don't
thing.
think
Like
it's interactive enough either.
The reason I
I don't
look down
really-
on Oxy
I
that
think it's
much
fair.
is because my worst memories from RP comes from Oxy runs. Like the worst experiences
same, I
ever
can't lie,
comes from
same.
Oxy runs. It's
True.
either
Like
cops that
I've had
pull
a
up on
guy
you-
like literally
Yeah.
FA quit in front of me.
yeah, exactly. Like I've had
Are you
shit like that. like
Brother,
early
like, I held him
3.0,
up,
bro.
yeah.
It was
all of us.
Bro,
at this
I
point.
hold this guy, bro. I pull out the car, like I have this technique, and I'll expose it. Fuck it. I have this technique that works 100%
Act
of
like
the
a
time.
local.
You fucking pull up like a local. It works
Yeah,
100% of the
yeah,
time. You literally pull
yeah.
up like a local, and these motherfuckers reach into the trunk, pull out the box, and then they have the box in their hand. You just
You
whip
got
out
your
the
gun.
car like,
He had that.
yeah,
he had that.
bro. Like,
he had
what's
20K
up?
on him, man. He can't lose
Yeah.
them pixels, man.
Bro, listen, this guy hops out the fucking he hops into the trunk, whips out a box, turns around, and I'm like, hey man, I got a gun for you. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, put your hands up. He's like, oh yeah, I got you, bro. And then I'm like, okay, cool, I'm waiting. Disappeared.
Bro, let me tell you, Double A,
Oh,
you were with
man.
me. We were with OTT. We were robbing Oxy runners. We pick up an Oxy runner. He's like, yo, can you take me to the apartments first before
Yeah.
we, and we're like, no, get in the fucking trunk. We put him in the trunk. Like 15 seconds later, he's gone.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, instantly,
I
dude.
know who that is. I know who that was too, and I always thought it was weird we didn't report him for that, but it's whatever.
Bruh,
what it is,
I
man.
reported the one that did it to me, fam, and
It
all
was
my
not a
days, fam. If I
small-
told you who it was,
that
fam.
was not a small guy who did that either. It's a
Bruh, the same.
800 viewer Andy. 800 viewer Andy. FA
I try
while we
to
robbed
I
him.
try to talk to people now beforehand because like sometimes things do happen, so I try to talk to them. But if they're like, if I could tell they're just like, if they're being an asshole or if they're just like playing ring around the rosy, where
Bro,
it's like
I understand why people
making
just
up
go
shit.
straight to reporting now instead of DMing. Because I've seen some people try to reach out, and literally the response would be like, "Suck my dick."
Oh my god!
Like, people try to reach out like nicely, like, "Hey, bro, like, was this a mistake? Did you mean to do this? Suck my dick." And it's just
Bro.
like, well, I guess you're getting reported then. Like, I understand why people
Bro.
just skip that shit now. It's because some people are literally just fucking assholes, dude. Like,
Bro,
they don't
how
give
is
a
it that
fuck,
me?
bro.
How is it that me and Aaron just message each other and we like it's the same
Yeah,
fucking
it's the-
guy?
The guys that we
It's
were
the
both just
same
talking about.
fucking guy,
No
brother.
way.
The one who did it to me did it to him as
No
well,
way.
brother. Like, bro, how is this guy still on the
This is
server?
not a small
Why am I
reported
why
this
am I out
guy.
of this conversation now? I also
This
want
is
to
the
know who
guy.
the fuck.
This is the guy.
I
with
know-
the-
I know who they're
Listen,
talking
we
about.
can't.
Yeah, don't
We
no
can't,
names,
we
no
can't.
names.
No
Yeah,
names,
we.
no names. But,
Yeah,
but
no
that
names.
is
With Prio
insane
and a
how
lot of
it's the
viewers.
same guy. Yeah, like I heard what he was saying, and I'm just like, that has to like it matches the guy. To
I
the T.
remember watching the stream that happened, and I was like, no fucking shot. That's that. Yeah, no names. We
We ain't gonna do that.
Oh man.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
On that note.
On that note.
Next. Hey, well,
Oh.
I think on that note, we have reached the 3-hour mark. I think it's time to
Wait,
start
what about
winding things
hold
down.
on? I do want to talk about the closed things. The closed thing. The custom random stuff. I want to touch on that a little bit and the custom stuff and the stuff that the devs have been doing because they've been putting in work. I just want to, I posted the clip. If you could find the clip, if you could find it real quick, I don't know how hard it is for you, but I posted a clip. You might have seen it already, Wicked, with the or you probably have obviously because you're in the man.
I actually saw it like those pictures are actually like.
It's in OOC news.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on.
Yeah, they are months old.
Me doing this is not easy.
I just want to give a big man. The devs of No Pixel Man are fucking crazy.
Is it a No Pixel dev that's actually doing it?
I think so. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure. I watched the clip last night, 2 nights ago.
I'm pulling it out. Woo! That shit look good.
Yeah, this is I didn't know if you knew about it or not, but I figured I would bring.
This was a shout out the boy Crispy. He made these fucking little screenshots.
In it.
Yeah, those are nice, man.
Bruv, look at these Donnies, yeah?
That shit looks drippy.
Look at these fucking Donnies, bruv.
That white, I like that white. Yeah.
They say drip. Look at the fucking.
You know what I'd like though? I'd like for it like if they are to make different colors of it.
Really cool.
I'd love for them to make like a dark gold one. You know what I'm saying? Like a proper like bronzy color gold. Like that would be fucking hard.
The only thing that I see getting in the way is if you're like using 4K textures. Which would be a little bit too much. I'd say if it's 4K textures.
Yeah, I just want to, like
probably resize it.
The people that do like designs and stuff like that stuff is not easy, bro. So, like respect to everybody that does that stuff, man.
Guys that are doing. Isn't Yoinks OG also like designing? He's designing
the Squid Game stuff.
The Squid Game stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Yoinks, man.
Shout out to him too, man. That's a big
name is Yoinks
right there.
Yeah, Yoinks OG.
He plays Doug Canada. He plays Doug Kenneth, so he's another one, dude. He's doing that 3D shit. So
yeah, he was. I was gonna hit him up, but I was like, he's probably super busy doing the Squid Game stuff. Yeah, but yeah, man. I just want to give a shout out to them, bro, because especially with Toby approving my stuff, not even having a conversation, not even having a conversation with the guy ever, and he just approved me, no questions asked. Like, shout out to him, dude.
He approved the custom Oswald ped that was being made. Oof.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
No, it's gonna be used. It's gonna be used. Just gonna be for either for 4.0 eventually or for a different character.
I like how people are talking about 4.0 already. Like
I'm just saying. I mean, that's when I can bring Oswald back.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a random question from last podcast that I want to ask Wicked. Last podcast we brought up like, did you guys think it should be a wipe every year, once a year, for the server? Like Tarkov is every 6 months.
I think so.
What do you think? Wicked said.
Told you.
I 100%. Yeah, definitely. Like, my old server had a thing where there'd be a wipe every 7-8 months, and with every wipe they did basically like an overhaul. So the reason why they wipe after everything is because 2.0 is completely different to 3.0. 2.0 had the mechanics were completely different. 2.0 you had different lockpicking abilities. You could sell rollies. You could do the weed runs. With 3.0, everything changed. You had LA roads in built in. Like, it's so mad. So everything that we see on No Pixel today is we see it every day. But to me, every time that I log onto the server, I'm there will always be a moment where I take 5 seconds to just be like, this server is just it's just fucking built different, fam.
Yeah.
The LA roads just built in organically within implemented into the server. all of the custom drip, all of the custom guns, the driving script that's completely different to GTA that gets adjusted like every single day.
Anyone
the
who's
fucking
played
custom
roleplay on other
locations,
servers knows
the
how much better the driving
underground,
is.
the
No one does
underground
like No Pixel.
locations, the secret locations, the third eye implementations, like everything. It's
No
just
Pixel's just a
ridiculous.
different beast, man. It's
just
built different.
Built different, bro. It's just built different. And I always take that 5-second like little interval to be like, yo, this bitch built different, man.
Yeah.
Like these motherfuckers implemented a circular HUD because the regular map was just too basic, fam. These man implemented a circle map because they could. Like gang shit. It's they're like on the next level.
You guys have convinced me. Like last week, I wasn't sure about the like 1 year thing, but when I think about it, and like you know how we have these events like we've been having with Scream and Superman.
Yeah.
Imagine like that was the build up to the end.
Yeah,
would be so sick.
bro. Imagine like at the end, bro. It's the end of the server. Everyone knows that there's gonna be a wipe soon. The last few days of 2.0, were fucking havoc, bro. I caught the 9s. Almost 10 other people caught the 9s because it was Teddy. We fucking Teddy, fam. Teddy betrayed Peanut, and so like Peanut faked his death. And I was involved in all of this.
You can call it the
Peanut
purge,
faked
bro.
his death. I dressed up as a fucking doctor. We went to the morgue and pretended to have a fucking funeral for him. Teddy showed up. She was like, "Oh my god, I never meant for this to happen." Peanut pulls up, whips out the gun. He takes her to a graveyard. Half of the city is at this graveyard. Yeah, and we set her on fire. And Peanut literally goes, "Everyone mag dump her." Everyone whipped out their gun and just started blasting the shit out of her. It was like 35 people blasting the shit out of this
bro,
one
imagine like the last week of a wipe is like the purge, and if you survive the purge, you get something cool when it wipe. Like you get a car when the wipe's done. You come back, you get a car. You get a cool car. Just imagine,
bro. There
like,
was people just throwing cars about, man. They were just giving cars away. Like, a couple few days out, let me just give my Porsche away, bro. Like this guy turns around to me, he's like, it was Space Boy. He turns around like, hey, have the keys to my fucking mansion. I'm like, I say this. Like he got like 12 people in a bus, gave him all the keys to his mansion. Like
I still want to see some type of
bro.
like weather like catastrophe event would be sick.
That would be sick.
Like a tsunami or a tornado going through the city would be fucking some sick
That would
shit.
fuck up the server, but a tsunami, I could understand a tsunami.
I mean, they already have tornadoes. They already have the tornadoes.
That's true. They have the tornadoes. Yeah, that's true.
Bro, listen. There was a point in 2.0 that had every single man shitting themselves because everyone was just fucking about the end of 2.0. So there was a lot of people that were just like, "Bants, lol, I'm gonna perma my character." I'm like, yeah, everyone was like, yeah, cool. Bare people started permaing off their characters. And then when 3.0 comes out, they go, oh yeah, by the way, you can't bring back your characters that you permed in 2.0.
Yeah, I remember that.
And everyone's like, what the fuck? Everyone's like shitting themselves like, yo, I just permed on a banter thing. So obviously they ended up overruling that. But that was so hilarious. I like half of the people that permed were just shitting themselves. Like, holy shit.
When it comes to the wipe, you have to, in my opinion, I think the wipe would be so good for immersive roleplay because a lot of the best roleplay, the best interactions come from the rise, the come up. Exactly. And when you're on top, things get stale. Why do you think the server is so stale right now? It's because everyone's at end game.
100%.
Everyone's on their
end
end game shit.
End Game's literally said it. They said it on their streams. They're like, bro, like they're like, yeah, we're on top, and they hated that people would avoid conflict with them. It's just like, you know, we want to get into some fights and some wars too, and that's why Rami gave mad respect to the Ballers because they're like, they're the only fucking gang, you know, that really will rumble with them, even if they're gonna get their ass kicked. And it's like, when you're on top, it does get boring, especially when you're powerful, right? Because nobody wants to fucking tumble with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and if the wipes were regular, people would experiment, right? Like imagine. Let's just say we had wipes every 6 months or whatever, like just in a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
What could you see Chain Gang actually not being Chain Gang for a wipe just to see what happens? Imagine,
bro. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Well, that's the thing is that
do you want to know why?
Do you want to
know why I don't think that's ever gonna happen?
Horrible career.
Because when the management are testing things on the live server, and trying to sort out how it's going to work, and trying to sort out how it's going to be balanced, and trying to see whether these things are viable or not, these payouts and these methods of getting into the bank, and if the hacks is too hard or too easy. There's only one person that they're going to go to for that, to test those things.
Yeah, true. Okay. Yeah.
In 3.0, they were literally the first ones that were getting these laptops. They were the first ones that were hitting.
Well, then,
vault.
okay, I could use a
ones that
different
were doing
example
everything.
than Chengang. Like, so, like, if we were doing wipes regularly with, full progression resets, you would see members like, what if Dex for one wipe ran the ballas instead of GSF, or what? Like,
crazy.
you would get to see
That
these
would be
crazy
insane,
mix-ups.
That would be nuts.
Because
It'll
people
be
know
like
it's
it'll
not
be like
permanent
multiple
forever.
alternate realities.
Yeah.
Where you could just create the different character.
Yeah, I can see that.
People
and the
know
same
that it
character
wouldn't
in
be
different
forever
circumstances.
and
That would be
ever.
fucking
That
dope.
it would be a temporary thing, right? So people would be more inclined to go out on a limb, try something new and different, play with different people,
And
mix
then
up
they'd
their
have like a
groups.
favorite lifetime and shit.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
and,
that would be that
like,
would be pretty dope.
You know what I'd like
That'd
to
be
see
dope,
on
man.
a next wipe, and we could go one by one. What you guys want to see on the next wipe, but I would like to see all the gangs that are new, like Mandem, BSK, whatever gangs aren't lore based. I would like to actually see them integrated into the city on a not mechanical level, but like for instance, Brogue Street, where BSK
Having
is.
locals.
Red locals, boom,
Yeah.
Mandem,
Yeah.
wherever the fuck Mandem wants to hang out, wherever their
Puffer
spot
jackets.
is. They're wearing the puff jacket.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Like,
fam,
that
Puffer
would be-
jacket.
that
have
would
the
be
locals
fucking-
like walking around with
bro,
knives
that
in
would
their
happen,
hands.
bro.
Yeah.
I'd cry. I'd actually cry.
Bro, that would be so fucking cool. Like on the next wipe, if all the groups that worked hard to make their name, Mandem,
That would be
BSK,
sick.
whatever gangs am I missing? I know I'm missing a few other ones right now. I'm having a fucking brain fart.
Commonwealth.
Bondi Boys.
Bondi
the
Boys.
Stable.
Bondi Boys. Dude, imagine going down to the beach and seeing, you know what I'm saying?
Like the
locals like that's the kind of shit that I feel like would add to the immersion of
Immersive.
4.0 of the next wipe. Double A, what would be your...
Imagine locals with puffer jackets, man. That'd be fucking sick to see. I ain't gonna lie.
In the Mandem area, they just
like
walk
a
around with, like,
Mandem
knives out.
chain.
Yeah.
Like a
Let's go one by one.
man.
Let's go one by one. Double
Yeah.
likes to go last. So Wicked, what would you like to see in 4.0 that isn't in 3.0? Maybe it hasn't been done yet.
I think the thing that I like to see the most in 4.0 is like I'd like for the current way that like things operate. So like things like the third eye technology, like the F1 muscles, the like shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just stuff that makes things more convenient to
I feel like there was a certain attention to consistency in the HUD in 2.0 that 3.0 doesn't have. So for example, in 2.0, the lock picking animation was like 60 FPS. It was like consistent every single time. And like there's times in 3.0 where your HUD gets in your way. And obviously this HUD is like levels like ahead of what 2.0 like had, like in terms of like, you know, the complexity of it.
So smoother, more.
So
more,
I just I honestly I just want it to be like I would take pleasure in seeing the developers like iron that out to a point where it's like it's consistent, it's perfect, and I'd like to see it purely so that the developers can be really fucking proud of the fact that they made that shit like fluent. They made that shit like A1 crisp, no bugs, no flaws. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I feel like, cause I like honestly, I feel like that's the thing that I want to see. Like I want to see the developers like and the people that work so hard to make this server like and help the server being run. I'd just like for them to be able to enjoy what they create more often, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's something I don't see like that much. Because like I see something pop off for a week and then next week they're on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Like every day, every time that I go into that fucking Wu Chang building, I'm like, yo, this the developer that made this put in so much fucking time and work.
It was
shit.
Gabs and Dennis. Yeah, it was.
Hey, shout out to them. Shout out to
Yeah,
them.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I just want it to be something that's like, you know, it's just I don't want to see anything in specific. I just want it to be like ironed out and
I get what you're saying.
Like in the way that the developers have pictured it in their minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I get you.
Zai, what about you? What would you like to see in 4.0?
More civilian stuff. I like the idea of Dean's World being like a full-on like theme park. You know what I mean? Where like the roller coaster and all that stuff. You know, I just want more civilian activities that people can go hang out and do. You know, maybe utilize the beaches and the ocean more. You know what I mean? Like scuba diving events. You know, maybe like treasure hunting
Water
underwater,
races.
or you know, stuff like that, man. Just more fun stuff for civilians to do to kill time.
Okay. What about you, Cap?
Honestly, man, I don't think I really have nothing to say. You know, I'm not really like, I don't really think about like the future of No Pixel like that. I just go day by day, and the things that changes throughout like the time that I'm on the server, that's just like I'm like, okay, this changed. Okay, well, all right, what even if it's bad or good, it's like, okay, this happened, this changed.
Just roll with it.
I just roll with it.
Yeah.
I really don't think about like what can be changed, like except for like the UI, the buggy UI. That's pretty much it. Like,
Yeah, have it ironed. That's where it goes back to having it ironed out and just.
I think we're all Wiked on there. Like imagine like whatever their vision is, having that be exactly as it is. So I get that. So Cloudy, what about you, brother?
I'm gonna have a pretty hot take, man. I want cop progression to be just. I feel like I can understand why the cops get burnt out and so bored, man. I mean, they're out here buying $12 ARs and shit. There's nothing to really work for, you know. I mean, like,
so
sure they can buy
the cars, except for the
cars, right? Yeah, but like, I just want to see something more. Like, everybody's so worried about the criminal side and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a criminal too. I play a full-time crime character, but I would like to see more cop progression, just because I don't want the cops to get burnt out, because they do play a very big part in the server. You know, like, without cops, banks and shit would be boring. I've had store robberies where no cops have showed up, and it's like, I don't want free money. I want to.
When you say cop progression, you mean like if a cop like breaks the law, they get in trouble for it, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Really good, they get an award.
They get an ceremony. There's and like people are actually, and the cops are actually there for it, and they get something really cool
that you wouldn't. Interesting RP too, man.
Exactly, it's something dope that you wouldn't see if the cop didn't do a specific thing. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't see that award if that thing didn't happen. So I just want to see more cop progression, man. To be honest.
One thing I have been working on since Zai, Permud, Oswald was the Hall of Fame. I've been doing a lot of offline. I've been doing a lot of offline grinding on that, and I've been taking care of it. I can't really talk too much on it, but like if I actually manage to get the Hall of Fame it's gonna be Hall of Fame for artists, entertainers, cops, mayors, whatever, like whatever there is.
Vinewood, and you see a star. Well, with your favorite artists, Oswald.
Yeah. That would be honestly like that. Like the tributes for Oswald were amazing, but man, being immortalized in No Pixel like that, like just having like Oswald Tinkerman on a Vinewood star would be such a fucking honor.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you even taking the initiative to do that.
Yeah, of course, man, of course. But it's like I want to make it a fun thing for everyone, because like if you walk down, like,
it's progression for artists right there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I want entertainers and artists to,
and even like you said, cops, even cops,
like, what if they do something like big for the server,
Medal of Honor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like they get their own part of the walk of fame or the Hall of Fame. But I want ceremonies for artists. I want like award shows for artists so they can get what they deserve in game.
Imagine like a actual award show for music, where they're like, all right,
Dude.
in the category of most gangster track, you know what I'm saying, from the UK,
Yeah.
we got Wicked, we got, and then they just like, all right, and the winner is, and then he opens it up and it's like he gets shot, you know what I'm saying, because it's not the guy that you wanted, you know. It's all the RP that would come from that shit.
Dude, award show would be sick, man. They would create a lot more for the. Not only like it could be more than just like music as well, man. It could be like entertainment, like we could, like
And
how
honestly,
Patar wants Jiggity Studios. You know, so it's,
honestly, an award show isn't even that hard to pull off. You just need a graphic designer
right now.
Yeah. So you just need a graphic designer to create like the awards, right? Like as an item that you can give out, and that's like it's gonna be a Grammy or an Emmy or an Oscar or whatever. Well, you said people are already working on that.
It's something that I've talked to LSBN character Dylan Dubs about.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill Dylan,
man.
bro. Like even
Man.
when Low was popping, he's like, "Oh yeah, we have a plaque coming for you."
Bro, they had a plaque coming for Valentine too, but
she got it, didn't she?
Like I said, I don't know if she ever got it. But the point is, it's in talks. But Double A, we got to get his take on
his hot
what
take.
he wants.
Oh jeez.
What do you want out of 4.0?
Grumpy old man. Oh god.
I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it.
What I want, actually, they already did at the beginning of, and this is something that I think created so much RP, and if it was still in effect today,
I know what
would
you're gonna
drastically change everyone's interactions on the server. And it was the way that they dealt with having a criminal record at the beginning of 3.0. At the beginning of 3.0, having a violent felony on record was a big deal. You couldn't get car loans. Well, you could get a car loan, but it was very small. You had to have multiple loans. You would have multiple loans over time to build up your credit score before you could actually get like a real loan. Whereas a civilian who had a relatively clean record could walk in and get the loan that would take you months of progression to get. They could get that on day one because they're a civilian. Additionally, jobs like Burger Shot wouldn't hire known gangsters like Bobby fucking Beats. Like the fact that jobs that should be reserved for civilians are getting given away to criminals like Bobby. It blows my mind. Like there are civilians who need these jobs in order to exist.
I agree.
And
I feel like,
but the thing is, criminals have 1,000 things they could go do other than work at Burger Shot. But what can a civilian do? Right? Like they're so much more limited in the things they can do. The server isn't built for them.
Bro, you want me to quit my job, bro? I just got hired. I'll quit. Fine, bro.
It's an example.
I feel like if that's the case, though. I feel like if that's the case, though, like don't get me wrong. Like sure, there's a lot of other things that criminals can do, but they don't really. If you're gonna do it to where only like civilians and stuff can get loans, criminals don't really like the payout for stuff right now. At least is not really that big, you know. Like banks, you get like a 30K.
It would require a rebalance for sure. And,
yes.
It would. Yeah. The thing is it would. I think it would encourage a lot more civilians, and by having more civilians, you could tie them into the gameplay loop in ways that are a lot more interesting. Like imagine if criminals could not clean dirty money. Imagine if that was something that like a Burger Shot worker did.
Bro, honestly,
that
that's
would
the way
be
it
so
should
good,
be, right? Like
that
to me,
would be
it's a little
so good.
strange.
That would be
It's
really
a little
good.
strange that like you have to, do criminal things to clean the money. Aren't you supposed to clean money doing legal things?
That's what I mean. So like imagine if criminals earn dirty money and civilians.
But then the civilians wouldn't be
dirty money.
civilians, fam.
True.
The civilians would be crims as well.
I mean,
they would be criminals.
However, whatever labels you want to put on it. Civilian style activities being the ones that clean the money versus the criminals that get paid exclusively in dirty money items, right? So like when you rob a bank, you get, inked money bags. When you do an oxy run, instead of it cleaning your bands, it gives you bands. And then you take those bands and you have to go sell them to a civilian.
That never made sense to me. Like, why you out here giving like dirty money to the guy that you're selling drugs to?
Yeah,
like, and then he gives you money back. Like, what? What the fuck? What kind of drug deals are we doing here?
But anyways, that's my vote for what I could see is more repercussions to being a criminal, because right now there's no downside to being a criminal. Like you're literally just putting yourself in a box by not being a criminal, right? Like there's literally no downside to having a criminal record. So having some type of
I get that. Yeah,
even CEOs like now when I run like DBR, like I've shot cops, have robbed banks.
Hell
They
yeah.
haven't even shut
Hell yeah.
down the bank or the label. They haven't
Shoot them cops, man.
They haven't taken our restaurant, our label, the keys to the office. They haven't even taken the damn office, bro. No fines, no nothing.
Wait till you get raided, motherfucker.
Co-owner.
Yeah,
but
true. Wait till you get raided. Yeah, true.
Oh, I've
wait till you get raided and they come busting down DBR Studios.
That's why I like the 9s, in my opinion. Like, it does suck, but at the same time, like, I like it because it gives like the kind of a balance for criminals in a sense, because you do have repercussions. It just depends on the job, kind of.
Have you ever had the 9s?
Me personally,
have you ever like been like threatened or like they're looking at the 9s for you?
Back in 2.0 once, yes.
Bro, listen.
Yeah.
I can tell you, like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, it does offer a lot, bro. Something needs to change in the way that they handle that. I sat in a fucking cell for 3 hours, bro. Like, fam, they need to have some sort of like on-site MRPD like personnel that aren't police officers that can literally provide at least something, bro. Like, I sat in that interrogation room and like a Fed came down and they had a conversation with me and they made me feel better. Like, I was like, yeah, cool. Like, I feel good now. But the thing is, he was looking like he was like, yo, bro, like, I'm sorry, man. Like, but the way that they deal with it, they have so much paperwork to do that it's like they end up like they fully end up like having to leave you in a cell for 3 hours because they have to deal with everything. And then every other Fed's gone off to every other fucking call.
I don't think they do that anymore. Now they just send you to
they
jail.
do,
bro.
They do.
Bro, listen, I got fucking raided 2 days ago, bro.
Yeah, they do. They do that.
I sat in a cell for 3 fucking hours, bro, in interrogation.
It's not like it's their fault, but they literally have paperwork on top of
it's
paperwork.
really not the Fed's fault. Like, and I don't blame them or like there's like no one is at fault for that being a thing. But it's just something that's easily overlooked.
Yeah, it just needs to
that's
iron out.
something that can be so easily ironed out. Like, if you just hire, like, bro, if you hire people to just like a fucking cleaner for MRPD, like anything like that, you know, if you hire personnel that will run these buildings who don't have anything to do with it, like you'll not only create more RP, these people will have jobs to work for. Like, it will give people like more niche jobs where they can stand out doing something that they want to do. Like, I remember there was this.
Why don't they just put the paperwork on dispatch, man? And just let the cops go out. The dispatch is just there either way.
Nah, because they need to build. They need to form paper trails, or else they're like everything.
They just need like another role,
bro.
man. They just need like another role for the people that. But then again, like, who the hell,
bro? Just adding, like, putting more people who have access to these locations, the interrogation. Yeah. But like, imagine you're chilling, you're about to catch the 9s, you're fucking frustrated, you're cuffed to a chair. All of a sudden, up walks in fucking Francisco, the Portuguese cleaner. He walks in. He's like, with his mop. He starts mopping the fucking interrogation room. You're chilling there. You're about to catch the 9s. You're like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? You know what I'm saying? And boom, right?
That would be
RP.
Cool.
Those 3 hours would fly by. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is why you shouldn't have perma the cleaner, Noelle.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
All I do is clean. Sweet.
Yeah, you could have been the first ever, man.
Character, bro. Look, I'll make his cousin or some shit. All right, damn.
I get you though, man. Yeah, I 100% agree. The interrogation room stuff, like, I mean, I've personally seen it with Wayne and Anto and them, where they got held for how long was it? Like 7-8 hours.
Yeah,
and it was bad,
that's
man.
Terrible. What?
I don't know why. Yeah. Why can't they just send you into to Bolingbrook and just come get
like
you when they're ready?
They need to do the proper due diligence, and they need to put they need to form a paper trail, because they like what I haven't role played in NoPixel, but I've role played as a cop. If there is no, like, you need to role play an actual judicial system, because if you don't, then your whole paper trail is not going to work, and you're going to be getting, like, in the way that RP works, the legal system. In my old server, the legal system was so much so much bigger. The lawyers, if you called the right lawyer, he'd walk the fuck in there and get you the fuck out of there like within seconds. Like he'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? You denied my client this right. Get him the fuck out of here right now." And they couldn't say anything. But in this server, the lawyers just have no play in
They don't have no pull.
It's like if the Fed decides, you know what, I'm fucking this guy, and you have nothing to do with this, then boom, that's what happens.
That would be a good change to see, like lawyers actually, like when they say, "Hey, you violated my client's rights," that actually meaning something.
Yeah. Well, do you know what I think will make a huge change to that?
What?
I personally couldn't do it because like I just don't have enough knowledge of the legal system. But on God, if I did, bro, I'd create a character like a Harvey Specter type character. If you guys have watched Suits, then you know who I'm referencing. If not, then like a kick-ass fucking lawyer, like. And bro, listen, if I knew the law, I'd make that kick-ass lawyer, and I'd be like, I don't give a fuck if you have no right. I know the law. You want to fucking challenge me? Let's take this to court.
Yeah.
And like,
I know Reggie was like that before he became the
Riz. Two of the lawyers that are really fucking aggressive like that. And I feel like Anna Swallow's another one.
Yeah.
You know, but they're not around all the time, right? So.
True.
Yeah, fam, and I feel like those type of characters, like if they are faced, like they'd learn real quick. Like they'd learn real.
Oh yeah, they'd learn super quick. Yeah,
they'd learn real quick, and they'd be like, yeah. So they pull up, they'd be like, it's this Fed. They'd be like, well, this guy gives me no chance.
I mean, that's the way
like,
it should be, right? Like if the cops don't do their job, right. A lawyer should be able to go ahead and be like, hey,
boom,
you know
like
what?
just go after you. I'm going after you now.
Yeah.
Like I
that's
want to
the way
get
it should
you
be,
fired
dude.
for like
Creates more
like,
RP. It
it would
RP both ways.
And it would, the immersion would be there a little bit more. It would be dope. Instead of having to sit there for 3 hours, 4 hours in an interrogation room looking at the damn wall.
One last little thing before AA takes it back. One last little thing to add on to what I said about, integrating gangs, into the lore. Imagine if like the Mandem dudes, right, or the BSK dudes were yelling, the locals actually said,
"Come
shit.
on."
You know what I'm saying?
That would be
imagine walking down to like you walk down to get a repair, you hear a local, he passes by you. Come on, G.
Come on.
You hear the Harlem locals do that. You hear the GSF locals, the Vagos locals. They say shit. Just imagine that. Just imagine that.
The amount of work it would take to pull off something like that would be.
I'm dreaming.
You have to remember the reason why the Ballas, Vagos, locals exist is because they are in the base game, right?
Yeah.
These are all assets made by
I
Rockstar.
swear. Hey, I swear I've seen some red locals on Brogue though before. Like, I swear
but they're all they're just random mishmashed. They're all just random mishmashed people that happen to be wearing red, right? Like they're not specific. Damn, man, like when you look at a baller,
there
local,
are
they're
also
literally
Vago
baller locals
on Rogue as well sometimes.
Exactly.
True,
so.
true.
Like actually making entirely new custom peds with their own custom voice lines. Peds have hundreds of voice lines. I mean, you're talking massive amounts.
Yeah,
the resources that would pull as well. Like that would ride out.
A man can.
And then what happens if BSK disbands or whatever? Then all those thousands of hours you spent making custom peds and custom voice lines.
That's why it'd be like in 4.0. So like from this point until like 4.0, like the trajectory that the Mandem are going right now, I can't lie. We're looking at server takeover like pretty soon. Like I'm saying,
I'm telling you right now, man. Scotty, the IT guy, is looking at server.
All right, guys.
Hey, I'm okay. Hey, screw y'all, man. Screw y'all.
We're way over our time limit. We need to go ahead and call it. It was a great discussion. We're gonna go around the table. I want everyone to kind of reintroduce yourself. Let everyone know where they can find you. We'll start with you, Jay. Who are you? Where can we find you?
Well,
oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
God.
Reel it in, bro.
Come on, G.
Reel it in.
Tell him what going
Reel it in.
All right, on to you. All right, on to you, Zytoro. All right, on to you.
All right. If you don't already know.
Yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm Lil Cap, okay?
Yeah, that's who he is, fam.
Nice.
That is your name.
You can find me on Twitch at JH, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You can find me on Twitter at JH8. Motherfucker.
There you go. 8.
Okay.
Yeah, add that 8 at the end, fam.
Yeah. Wait, when you getting rid of the?
Shut up! I'm not done.
I noticed you wearing red.
Oh, stop, man, stop. One final thing. Hey, be sure to stream seasons featuring Wicked as well.
Of course.
We trying to get that thing to 100K before the end of fucking November. Okay, we're gonna hit that goal real quick. We're gonna hit 100K. In less than a month from now. Less than a month from now, we're gonna be chilling at 150. All right.
Yeah, stream it.
That's that plaque, boy.
Stream it. Look at bro, your character, man.
Yeah.
That's really good. Was really good.
Was really fucking good. All right.
All right. Yeah. Well, next up.
Oh my gosh.
Next up is No Illusion. Go ahead.
I'm Noelle. I play Bobby Beats on the server. If you're a streamer in the chat and you like DMCA free music, I make DMCA free beats. Again, also check out Lil Cap and Wicked and Zytoro's music, also DMCA free. All right, so listen to that shit on your fucking streams or you're cursed, all right? You see this character right here? This guy's gonna come rolling his eyes backwards under your bed tonight if you don't fucking play our music.
True.
All right, just
look at that.
God.
all right, that's it. That's who I am. Next.
Go on.
All right, Zytoro, you go next.
My name is Zytoro, and I might have killed my career by killing my character. I make really sad music, but also it's really good music. You should listen to it. If you don't, you're kind of a bitch, not gonna lie.
Kind of a bitch still.
Not gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if you can't face your emotions, you're a fucking pussy.
Yo, pussy.
Yeah, Scotty.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, what?
But I stream every day.
Come on. Where's your stream? Where's your stream?
It's Zytoro.
Come
there you go.
on.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Cloudy. Go ahead.
What's up? It's the most gangster one in the Discord call, obviously.
Spell gangster for the chat. Spell gangster for the chat.
Most gangster, obviously gangster with a capital F. Obviously.
Come on.
Hey, gangster with a capital F, bro. What's good, man? Hey, it's Scotty, the IT guy, boys. What's good? You know what's going on, man. Hey.
Yeah, Scotty, IT guy. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, shut your ass up, man.
Come on.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to Wicked. Thank you for coming out to the podcast, man.
What's really fucking good?
Yeah, what's really good?
Hey, hell yeah. Hey, go stream Season by Lil Cap and Wicked.
Come on.
Good. Literally one of the best songs I've heard on No Pixel in a fat minute. Obviously, besides my new single that I'm about to drop.
Come on.
Yep. It's gonna be called Fuck Bobby. Nice man. Throwing shade, man. You can find me. You can find me on Twitch at CloudyDL and Bobby. Noelle is a bitch. Yeah. All right. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Wicked. Thank you for coming to the podcast. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, Wicked. Go ahead and give us your shout outs, man.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Yeah. You see what time it is? Yeah. You see me?
Okay.
I do not know who the fuck I am by this point. My name is Wicked. I play Dwayne Flores on GTA No Pixel, and fam, you man need to make sure that you are hopping on JH's Spotify so that you can stream that latest track with me and him Seasons. But as he said, fam, we're getting that shit 100K certified platinum No Pixel platinum by the time that shit hits December. And you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna even say no more. But I do want to say on a serious note though, like. I fully appreciate the fucking opportunity to come in the fucking podcast and actually talk to some people about, like, you know, some current events, you know, whatever's happening. Like I really fucking dig this fucking podcast. I like the layout. I like what you've been doing with it, man, for real. And
thank you.
Yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing the future episodes that come out, because like. Yeah, there's just the fact that I get the opportunity to, like, you know, be a special guest anywhere. Like, it really makes my day, man. Like, and I appreciate, obviously, all of you, man, welcoming me so well.
You're
as
fucking
well.
family,
Come
bro.
on.
Yeah, thank
we appreciate you, man. Hey, Prio gang soon, man.
Prio gang soon, man. Prio gang soon, fam. You know how it is.
Hell yeah.
Release Jump Out Gang. Release Jump Out Gang.
Release Jump Out Gang, yeah.
Release Jump Out Gang.
Come on. And yeah, fam, that's all I gotta say, man. Man like Aaron, go on. Take it away, fam.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Well, hey, I do want to say thanks to all of you for being here. My name's Aaron. You can find me on Twitch, Aaron_RP. Twitter, AaronRP, TTV. Make sure you guys go and check out the Pixelcast Twitter. It's at _Pixelcast.
And
give it a follow. Additionally, you can hit us up on YouTube. We have all the episodes up the next day.
Also, we need to go ahead and take the best like highlight clips and make a YouTube channel just for that. That'd be dope too.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We are on all podcast services, so check out your favorite podcast app. You can listen to the audio version of the show.
Amazon, Apple.
Wait, are you guys on Audible?
Yep. Audible. Do they do podcasts?
I don't think we're on Audible. That's a different system.
What is Audible like podcast?
That's books.
Not
That's
Audible
books.
is only podcast.
Oh, okay. Because in my OTT diss track, I say something about like how his music bangs on Audible.
Oh shit!
I thought Audible was like books on tape.
I thought it was like books on tape.
Oh yeah,
too.
it is books.
Something like that.
Yeah, they don't do.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I don't know
Okay,
how to get your shit on there though. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
well,
What's an Audible
I
now?
didn't.
Okay, well,
sorry
hey,
about that.
you know
My bad.
what?
What is that?
We're on
man?
everything
What is
but
Audible?
Audible. We're on everything but Audible. Okay. Coming soon.
Well,
Hey,
they're
follow the
everything
YouTube,
but
follow
Audible,
the audio podcast. Thank you all for showing with us. Who do you guys want to? Are you guys anyone gonna stream after this? Do you want the raid? Should we raid?
You don't have to raid me, but I am gonna go live at twitch.tv/Zytoro.
Oh, if you're going live, then yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm going live as
Here,
well.
are you going? Oh shit! Well,
it's Wicked's getting people. Just give back to Wicked.
He's a
Nah,
special guest.
So blessed, man. I'm gonna take a little. I'm gonna take a little breather before.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a little breather before I actually get back in. You know what I'm saying? I've been going hard for like
a lot of
12 hours and then straight into the little
completely
podcast.
like. Here one sec. I'll find someone. I follow a lot of really smaller end.
I mean, we were talking about Yoinks, right? You guys want to throw it to Yoinks? He's making.
Is he
Squid
alive?
Game.
Yeah, is he live right now?
He's making Squid Game close right now with 9 views.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck yes, 100%. Bring them there, fam.
Share that love. That's what I love about this shit, man. You got to share that love. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
How many people don't do that
100%,
shit?
man.
Share that love, man, because we
Make
can
sure you
grow
fucking
together.
guys go share that love. I want every single one of you that is in this fucking channel right now to join this raid because it's very important.
Or he's gonna write this track about
putting
you.
in the work, fam. He's putting in the work.
He really is, man.
He'll write a diss track about you. Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna make a chat diss track. I'm gonna fucking
Come on.
We should.
Come on.
Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
Man's gonna
But,
diss all of you, man, fam. Trust me.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
All right, guys. Well, hey, we're gonna go. We're gonna hit the ending screen. We're gonna chill for a little bit.
Love chat.
We'll listen.
Love chat.
We'll listen to Seasons over again one more time, and then we'll hit the raid. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're the Kings. What?
Yeah, sometimes
Why?
I think it's because if you don't run them, that Twitch does that little.
And Twitch stop it.
Yeah. If you don't run them every so often, they'll just roll them out anyway.
So I told my mama I can't
Double A
Good job,
quiet, like he's
Good job, man.
Double A quiet as fuck. He's like, I hit the button,
For the times we
motherfucker.
never had a yeah. I've been having this dream since young. Got a vision for this music, do it all for my mum. I started flowing, writing rhythms from the tip of my tongue. Who would have thought the hottest up and coming's what I become? Cause now I don't really conversate. The equity I escalate. All I do is elevate. I'm searching for these diamonds like I excavate. Now I'm having visions about cashing checks. Nonetheless, I wonder if by then my life is still a mess. I'm deeper than a battle of closed doors, but I just keep it stepping. Focusing on me, that's how it be. I've gotta count my blessings. Positivity, my only key. I know they get the message. Still reflecting on my destination, but still need direction. This shit didn't come easily. Problems that I live to see. I live and breathe, could have been me, but spiritually. Success I manifest, do this religiously, ambitiously. They know that I'm still praying for my brother and Joe, hoping they free my destination, but my only navigation is just how I feel. Now I see them waiting on my lyrics, cause they know that I can keep it real. Time just keeps on flowing, so I know that I can't waste it on just standing still. So I told my mama I can't rest until she wakes up and she sees a meal.
Is this on Spotify?
For the times we never had no, yeah.
My
only navigation still unreleased. Now I see them waiting on my lyrics, cause they know that I can keep it real. Time just keeps on flowing, so I know that I can't waste it on just standing still. So I told my mama I can't rest until she wakes up and she sees a meal. For the times we never had a meal.
Yeah, fuck the doctor that put PTSD on my page. Post-traumatic stress disorder got me running back and forth for days, my guy. I don't think you giving me enough praise, my guy. Cause I've been running laps around myself with pace, my guy. Only God can judge me, he knows that I've been struggling. Every morning was the same, it was cursed and ugly. And yeah, the pain is numbing. Just stop wishing it'd be me, because this life ain't funny. Yeah, I don't regret anything in my life. I'll be alright, cause I know that the shit won't happen twice. But sure that I'll be fine. I come from rags to riches, so these days I'm just thankful to be alive. I think I see the finish line, and I've been running for some time. I guess it's time to say goodbye. All I can say is that I tried. Sometimes I wish I died, but the pain I ain't surprised. But I made it, I'm a star in the making. I promised my mama that I'ma put her in a mansion by the time that I'm 25. Yeah, good vibes.
Much love, much love.
One.
Alright, I'm gonna take his 12.